Good afternoon. Welcome to That's Good Sports. We got a little Broncos Jags game coming up here. Whew. Sorry. I'm out of breath. I just ran up and down the stairs to grab a Christmas cookie. Fuel of champions. Just like this Broncos team, hopefully. Oh. Okay. I caught my breath. All right. This is a big game for both Jacksonville and Denver. What clip? What clip are you talking about? I don't know what clip you're talking about. Anyway, been watching football this morning. Some all right games. Buffalo held on. The Cowboys couldn't do us a solid and beat the Chargers. I saw the Judkins injury. That was pretty bad. Panthers just got a game-ending interception to take control of the NFC South. So, big win for Carolina. I think I picked the Panthers. I don't know. Those two teams are a little wild. But Broncos and Jags, man. Last week, we had Denver playing the Packers. And that was a really important game for the Broncos. But I feel like this one's bigger. I feel like this game's a little more important. One, because the Jags are in the AFC, and we may have to play them again in the playoffs. I think Jacksonville's actually playing better football right now than the Packers. That's a little easier to say after the Packers choked away that game last night to the Bears. But Denver had their best game of the year probably against Green Bay. But we didn't Micah Parsons goes down in that game. So we didn't get the Packers at full strength for the full game. But Jacksonville, pretty healthy right now. Denver and Jacksonville, both without an important running back. Denver's been without J.K. Dobbins for a bit, but the Jags lose Bashal Tutin, who had been, I feel like, seeing his role increase through the course of the season in Jacksonville. Both have pretty good defense, very good defenses that are opportunistic. So, yeah, I'm a little nervous about this game because if the Broncos beat Jacksonville today, then we get the Chiefs, who are now down to their third-string quarterback after Gardner Minshew left that game with a knee injury. I feel like win this game, then they've got a very good chance to beat the Chiefs' backups on Christmas, and the last game of the season for Denver might not matter. Lose today, they'll probably still beat the Chiefs and their reserves. And then that Chargers game becomes pretty big in the final week. So this is a take control of your destiny game for the Broncos. And we are getting Jacksonville just as they are basically starting to play their best football. So I don't know. We'll see. Going to be a fun game. Going to be a fun game. But, yeah, that Packers game last night. Caleb Williams and the Bears, man. They're like, I think I pointed out in power rankings, I think Denver and Jacksonville I was Denver and Seattle, I said were similar. But the way the Bears have won games at the end of games this season, very similar to the way the Broncos have done it. So, you can't count out the Bears and Caleb at any point in the game. Thank you for joining. I did not curse the dumpster fire, curse Denver on Tuesday. I'm not worried about that. Let's fucking go Broncos. Today, we need to pee for the D. Tom never peed for the D. That's probably why the Packers lost. He didn't honor his bet, or his punishment. Yeah, last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, nervous? I agree. I am very nervous as well. Appreciate you guys joining for the stream. Make sure you like this stream while you're here. How many likes do we have? Where the heck are we at in likes? 246 likes. Today's episode is sponsored by my friends over at Prize Picks. Use my code TGS if you want to play in daily fantasy there. Oh, dang, the kick is underway. Jags to receive the ball first here, and they're going to get pushed out of bounds, I think, around the 19. So solid kick there for the Broncos to start. Prize Picks, sponsor, code TGS, every 200 signups. Huge bonus for this channel. We're closing in on our first 200 for December. These are my plays for the game. Oh, you can't really see because of the super chat. But anyway, doing a fundraiser on Christmas as well when I'm streaming Broncos Chiefs. Don't forget, Prize Picks already made over a $14,000 donation to the charity we're raising money for. So that's a big reason I work with companies like Prize Picks, because they agree to support this channel in more ways than one. But here we go. From the 29. Okay, so I was 10 yards off on that return. Jags starting on the 29. Trevor Lawrence rolls out under pressure, and he's going to get rid of the ball before taking a sack, but it is incomplete. Second down coming up. Better have another bite of my cookie. I'll get back to Prize Picks after this drive. Yeah, does feel like an AFC Championship preview. You know, there's the Bills, you got the Patriots. I'm very curious to see how the AFC shakes out in the playoffs. And yeah, the Jags, of course, fun history with Jacksonville. They bounced us from the playoffs years ago, but we got them back the next year. Second down, Lawrence going to drop back to throw, gets rid of it to Strange on the left sideline, and he's going to pick up 5 maybe. 3rd and 5 coming up. Denver had some decent pressure coming on that one, but Lawrence gets rid of it nicely. All right, last bite of my cookie. I swear to God, I'll stop. But they're fresh baked. I had to eat one. All right, 3rd and 4. Lawrence and shotgun. Scanning, going to take off and run. Defense is there. Great tackle. It is Riley Moss. Brings Lawrence down. He doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage. This might be a sack for Moss. There we go. There we go, Riley. Can't get pass interference if Trevor Lawrence doesn't throw the fucking ball. Really good tackle there. Nice. Nice. Is that a sack? Are they going to credit that with a sack? Yeah, 1 yard loss. Fuck yeah. All right, so punt is bouncing out inside the 10. Nice punt from Jacksonville. They're going to spot that at the 6. All right, so 3 and out to start the game. Stymied by the Broncos defense there. Okay, let's see if this offense can start where it left off last week. 2,600 of you in here. We got 563 likes. Try to get to 1,000 before the end of the first quarter. First play from Denver is a handoff inside to R.J. Harvey. And he's going to power his way forward in the pile for 5. Really good push by the Broncos line there. Chiefs today are like 2023 week 1 Jets first quarter. I don't remember what the Jets were doing in the first quarter of 2023, but I will trust you. I know that the Titans gave them problems. All right, 2nd and 6. So they'll give him 4 on that one. Nix fires, and that is dropped. Who dropped that? Is that Harvey? I think Harvey dropped it. Yeah, that's R.J. Harvey drops the pass there. Would have been close to the first down. But yeah, that's just in and out of Harvey's hands. 3rd and 6. And cool. Now we got a false start for the Broncos. God damn it. Both teams' offense starts off kind of like hot garbage here. You hear the new Mad Fanatic song? Went so hard. I have not, but everybody should go check it out. He's been rocking with the Broncos for a long time. All right, 3rd and 11. Nix to throw, dumps it off to Troutman, who is going to get tackled short. Well short by Josh Hines Allen. Thought maybe for a second if Troutman would have cut back upfield, he could have had this. But not known for his speed. He tries to juke outside. That's just a good tackle by Josh Hines Allen. All right, so Denver matches the Jags 3-and-out with a 3-and-out of their own. Number 1 channel. Top 0.4% of your viewers, massive Jags fan today. I hope your only subscribers are gained for tears. Ooh, Panda. Appreciate you watching. I wish your Jags nothing but pain today. But then tomorrow they heal very, very quickly and have a great rest of the year. All right, punt is off, and there's going to be really no return here. There was a ball that came loose, recovered by Fraboni, but he was down. Jags were down. I believe that's a long snapper jumping on that ball. In bed with the flu. Go Broncos. Yeah, that shit's going around. That is going around. Rest up. I'm 10-0 in picks. Damn. That's good. That's rare. How do you go 10-0? I need Sutton 0 points for fantasy, please. No, that's a nope. Harvey for 150 yards and 2 TDs. I'll take it. Do we start up tempo and have Jags D-line fighting for 0-2, or do we go slow and steady with 8 to 10 minute drives? Well, we started with a 3-and-out, so maybe the next series they go up tempo. Next series, up tempo, I say. Well, Notorious, you are welcome. Perna, Rogan, Conan. Interesting. I love Conan. I think Conan's the best all time. I think Conan O'Brien, in my opinion, is the best all-time comedian. As a mod for Uche's channel, I gotta say it for today. Duval. Hell yeah. Respect. That was tough when he passed, but nothing. He was always cool to everybody here, so nothing but love and respect. Was at a bar watching the Eagles last night. DeJean, with the DeJean pick, I yelled, "Did a white corner get a pick this week?" 3 other people yelled, "Perna." Are you serious? Did other people really yell that? Oh, if that is a true story, that just made my day. That's awesome. How come the more we win, the more nervous I'm going into each game? Because every game becomes a little more meaningful. You start to believe you're unbeatable and you don't want to have to remember what defeat tastes like. That's why. Da Bears. Thoughts and prayers for Packers fandom. Dude, watching Packers and Bears fans on Twitter last night was pretty entertaining. All right, 1st and 10 here for Jacksonville after the commercial break. Second series for the Jags. They're going to start with a pitch out to the right side to Travis Etienne, who Fonga's there to push him wide, and that'll be lucky if it turns into no gain. Love the content. Go Bills. Go Broncos. Silly Fox isn't playing the game in Salt Lake City. Thank you, Perna. You're welcome. Appreciate you watching along here. Or we're just watching here since you can't watch along with the game. I will try to keep you informed. I'll do my best, which is a professional's average. All right. Second play, they're going to dump it off right side on a quick pass. I think back to Etienne, and that's going to maybe pick up a yard. Jonah Ellis all over this one for the Broncos. They blitz Alex Singleton. So Lawrence just dumps it out to the right side there to Etienne. And it is Ellis on the tackle. So 3rd and 8 coming up. Let's get another 3-and-out defense. Let's get another 3-and-out. Thank you for joining as a member. All right, 3rd and 8, big play. Denver in their all orange uniforms. They're sunset orange. Jags at the 43. Better get this off. Play clock's winding down. They do get it off. Lawrence going to try and run, but he's brought down again. That's John Franklin Meyers on the sack. 2nd sack. And we're not even 5 minutes into this ball game for the Broncos offense, forcing back-to-back 3-and-outs. Nice. Yeah, John Franklin just sheds his block there right at the end as Trevor Lawrence tries to run up through the pocket, slides down his legs and tackles him. There you go. 2 sacks. 2 sacks. Punt is off. It is clean. We're going to let it bounce again, and it bounces out of bounds, this time around the 13-yard line. You are welcome. The curse wheel does the cursing. I'm just the messenger, okay? Oh. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Guys, you got to connect the dots for me, all right? Don't expect me to have my neurons and synapses firing at all levels, at any time, for any reason. That was an easy reference, too. I should have picked up on it. That's on me. I would say I'll promise to be better, but I'm gonna stay about the same. Did Guillermo ever leave the dark side for the Broncos? No, he did not. I forgot to send him a turkey, so it may be my fault if he's still a Raiders fan. Yeah, we promised him so much meat, and he refused to change. And if anybody did send him his meat, I don't think he got it, and it's probably rotting in the mail somewhere. Perna, win next charity stream. We got to beat Tom. It is in 4 days on Christmas night when the Broncos play the Kansas City Chiefs. We're raising money for Solving Kids Cancer. I love the ambition there. There's no way we're going to beat Tom, but Prize Picks already made a $14,000 donation to Solving Kids Cancer. We've raised over $35,000 so far for them, I think, in the last year. Part of that's from our last fundraiser for them. And I think all time we're at 88 or 90,000 raised. So my goal is to raise 15 or 20,000 on Christmas night during the Chiefs game. So we've got a good start. They donated 14,000, which is really cool, which is, why I work with the company. And it's a big sponsor. You guys know that. And I know everybody burns out on the daily fantasy ads. But when we have these conversations and you negotiate in the offseason, you go through all these things, we try to work with somebody who gets what we do here, who's willing to help support the causes that are important to us. So Prize Picks stepped up. They topped last year's donation from that other sponsor by over $4,000. These were my picks for the game. Very cool of them to do that. They didn't have to. And if they said no, nobody would have ever known, right? There was no pressure on them, but they did it. So, we'll be doing that on Christmas. Now, that Christmas game, I was like, Broncos, Chiefs on Christmas, that's going to be a banger. There's going to be a ton of people interested in that game. And now, with the Chiefs really down and out pretty bad, I don't know how many people are going to even be watching that stream, but we're going to try. All right, Broncos start with a handoff. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin, who breaks free, and he's got 16 yards before being brought down by his head and neck on the tackle. But there you go, Jaleel. Just a handoff. The nice hole here on the left side. What great vision by Jaleel. Was he tackled by his hair here? Let me see. No, they're not going to show. All right. So first down for the Broncos. First down of the game. Nix drops back, throws towards his fullback, I believe, and that is incomplete. Let's make sure it's not a catch and a fumble. Yeah, that's incomplete. Damn. Lewis with the hit there. All right, so 2nd and 10. Oh. All right, so from the 29, Nixon shotgun. This game's moving quick right now. They're going to go back to Jaleel, left side again, and he's got some running room. Tackled after picking up 9. I think that's Armstead on the tackle. But Jaleel's getting up slow, and he was pointing to his abdomen. Ooh. Yeah, nothing crazy there. 3rd and 1, and the Broncos are going to run a QB sneak, and they do not get this. That was a terrible quarterback sneak. Yeah, they tried to get to the line quickly there and run the sneak, which I like. Try and catch Jacksonville off guard, but I think Jaleel's okay. He's still in the backfield. Oh. I think if Nix just goes the other way, he would have had this. I think Nix picks the wrong side there. So the Broncos are going to go for it. 4th and inches. Oh, they do snap it. Hand it off. And that's going to be close. I don't know if they got it. It's going to depend on the spot. The ref is walking right down the line. It was 4th and inches. I think he got it here, but we know. Depends on how they spot this shit. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. So close. Oh my God, that's so close. The good news is, if they try to challenge this, I don't think there's any definitive evidence that says he didn't get it, and they're not going to challenge it. Wait, they are. They're going to try and challenge it. Fuck. Now, if there's another angle for this spot, we'll see. But the 2 angles they just showed on the replay didn't help the Jags case. Show us another angle. Well, they're going to go to commercial break, and they are not going to show us another angle. They want me to have the least amount of information as possible. All right. 30 drops now. Glad to see you survived the wind. Thank you. What's up, Perna and chat? What up, Fat Surtain? Looking plump. Your boy Grossi set a high bar for a quality stream last night. Got my Big Nick's energy tee on. Let's fucking go Broncos. Yeah, Grossi, I don't think anybody's ever going to touch him on his fundraising streams. He is the best. He has mastered it. He leads the charge. Swapped Stafford for Bosef Nix in fantasy, so really hoping that pays off for me. That's a tricky swap. I mean, Stafford had, 457 passing yards? Unless Nix rushes for a couple touchdowns, I think you fucked up. Nice. We're both rocking the same homage shirt. Look at that. Elway. I love this shirt. Thank you to my wife, Jess, for getting it for me. She really does know me. She knows me. All right, best thing we can hope for is they don't have conclusive evidence to overturn the spot. Who has the who has the better fourth quarter QB magic, Nix or Williams? Man. They both have been great. I mean, I would say the Broncos-Giants game was the craziest one I've ever seen. That throw Williams had last night was just insane. I would say at this very moment, Caleb. But that's because the Broncos haven't gotten to the fourth quarter yet. All right, the call stands. The call stands. All right, there we go. Got it. It was not a good angle. I think that benefited us. If my team's out there, I want minimal angles. All right. 1st and 10, Nix drops back, throws to his left side, and that is caught by Sutton on the sideline. He's getting both feet down. It's a first down. All right, we're moving past midfield for the first time today for the Broncos. Nix throwing again. What a catch here. Sutton again. The defender was all over him. He was the defender. Courtland Sutton was wearing the fucking defender on his back on this catch. It was like a parka. He still catches the ball there. What a grab. What a grab, Courtland. That's Newsome. More like a nuisance. Yeah, he's holding him. He's pulling him. What a catch by Sutton. Nice. Nice. Sutton. At this point, the only way we can determine this is if the Bears and Broncos play in the Super Bowl, right? Then we'll know who has the most magic. Love remembering what defeat tastes like, Coach Ryan. Yeah, I don't want to taste it today. And honestly, as much as I wanted the Cowboys to beat the Chargers earlier today, I was thinking about this. And this Broncos team, like, I feel like they need the pressure to always be on. So I was like, you know what? I think the Chargers winning is actually better for the Broncos in this iteration of their team. I think they thrive under the pressure. At least I hope they do. Saints fan over in the UK, but have a soft spot for the Jags thanks to the London games. Yeah, well, that's nice to hear. You know, Jacksonville plays over there every single year, sometimes twice. So the fact that that's working a little bit, I think the NFL will appreciate that. We're over 5,000 live viewers right now. We're over 1,000 likes as well. Let's get up to 1,500 likes. Why? Because I'm greedy. My Dolphins are officially pregnant with Joe Burrow's baby. Enjoy your last laugh after 70-20, good sir. Yeah, everything has gone differently since that game for both organizations. As a Jags fan, this defensive back and forth has me stressed. Yeah, I feel like all of us are going to be stressed for this entire game. That's what I feel like in my heart. So buckle up. Are we sure the curse wheel didn't land on the Packers? Well, technically, I think the Packers received the season-long curse from what everybody tells me. I have no recollection of that for this year. I remember it from a year ago, but did I season-long curse the Packers twice? I don't know. I'm the one who sent all the Bears fans from the Bears Now stream to raid Tom's stream and charity after the game. Let Tom know I said you're welcome. Boom. Appreciate that. I'm sure he did too. What was their final total raised last night? I think they're at like 118 or 120,000 when I was there last. All right, 1st and 10. Denver back on the field here at the 30-yard line after the injury timeout. They're going to start here with a handoff to R.J. Harvey. Wrapped up by the Jags. Going to get one yard gain there. So far, Jaleel, couple nice runs. I hope McLaughlin gets more carries. Put McLaughlin in the backfield, flank out R.J. Harvey. Let's beat him that way. have to handle a holiday party. You got a holiday party tonight? Is it an office holiday party or just straight up holiday party? All right, 2nd and 9. Nix looking to throw, taking a deep shot, and incomplete. It was hard to... He was going it for Sutton. The camera fucking panned way past the receivers trying to follow the ball there. That was a little difficult to see, but that is incomplete. How many sacks do you think the Broncos will get? I'm hoping for Bonitto to increase his numbers. I feel like 4 or 5 today. They got 2 already. I would like 6, but I'll say 4. All right, 3rd and 9. Come on. Convert. Let's not settle for 3 here. Let's not settle for 3. Nix drops back. He's going to dump it off to Marvin Mims, and he can't get past 2 Jags, but he picks up 4 yards. And I believe we'll be sending out Will Lutz for the field goal attempt here on 4th and 6. Yeah. We'll take the points. But that was a good drive. Wish it would have been a touchdown. Yeah, this feels like a game where anytime you can take points, you're just going to need to fucking take them. The kick is up. Oh, it doinks. Oh, it's it. No, he misses it. Oh, God damn it. Well... Take the points. We say take the points, but then you remember you got to actually make the field goal. That he was lined up on the right hash, and it just went straight into the goalpost. And it doinked out of the goalpost. The way Will Lutz is looking at the goalpost like it was his fault. God damn it. Jag's going to hand off here to Etienne. He gets just a yard. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 for Jacksonville. Nobody can score yet. Lawrence looking to throw. Fires. Right side. Incomplete. Not really close either. He was looking for Jakobi Meyers there. Going to be hard to lose to the Raiders, but I believe in my team. The tanking begins. Yeah, how wild is that? Chiefs are kind of in tank mode, right? There we go. That's a little better. 3rd and 9. Lawrence looking to throw. Has time. Still has time. Now he's rolling. Throws down the sideline, and he finds his man for a first down. It's Parker fucking Washington. Denver couldn't get a pass rush, and Lawrence makes him pay. He had great protection. Denver only sends 4, and they really were just playing Lawrence trying to run there. I don't like that. And this is a really good throw by Lawrence. It goes across his body. McMillan has pretty good coverage there, but Lawrence just fits that in a freaking window to Washington. And a good catch. All right, so now they're across midfield. Brian Thomas in motion. Lawrence scans. And incomplete. Well played. Moss in coverage. That was perfect coverage by Riley. That's a pass defended by Riley. I'm bearing down so hard right now. Going to ride this high for the rest of 2025. Beat these Sparkle Kitties, Perna. We're trying. These Sparkle Kitties are feisty. We got a $50 donation. Thank you. As a Bears fan, I'd like to thank you and the Broncos for breaking the Packers for us. Here's hoping for a Bears-Broncos Super Bowl. The Bears and bear down. That would be a fun Super Bowl. 2 sophomore QBs meeting in a big game. Has that ever happened? Handoff here, left side. Etienne gets nothing on 2nd and 10. So at the moment, the Jags can't get anything going on the ground, which makes sense. I believe the Broncos have the best run defense in the NFL. If not, it's top 5. It's funny. I read stats. I write about stats. I shoot videos about the stats, and then I can't remember the stats by Sunday. All right, big third down. 3rd and 10.
We ride and we die together.
Boom. Thank you for the 50. Play clock. Barely get the snap off. Ooh. And then the Broncos take a shot on Trevor Lawrence. They blew the play dead, though. So this is going to be a flag on Denver. This is a dumb fucking play. They didn't hear the whistle. I don't know what the hell they did. Did they blow the whistle? Now, the crowd is loud there, so there's a good chance maybe he didn't hear the whistle. Lawrence looks upset. So it's an illegal shift by the Jags. This might be offsetting penalties. There's going to be a legal shift on the Jags and then unnecessary roughness on the Broncos, probably offsetting, right? It's a silly hit by Denver. Fucking dumb. Oh, so false start, Jags. God damn it. By rule, just the 15-yard penalty's getting enforced. I never know when the rule is implemented because sometimes there is a personal foul, right? But they still offset. Oh, that was pretty close. Locke was coming in fast, but Trevor did stop. Lawrence is lucky he didn't get hurt there. I'm trying to... I can't hear when the whistle came. Oh, God. Stupid. What a stupid play. So first down for the Jags. That was 3rd and 10, so that's big. At this point, Tampa needs to tank, so Todd is gone. Todd Bowles on the hot seat. All right, so they're going to hand it off. And this is Etienne's best run so far, getting 5 yards. Does anybody know when they don't offset? Because it was dead ball, since it was a dead ball foul. Well, Dean Blandino was saying pretty tough situation there for PJ Locke. So, all right, whatever. We've moved on with our lives. Lawrence rolling out to his left under pressure. Now he's going to take off and run. He dives forward for the first down. And the Jags are now in the red zone. Is there something in the water this year with QB injuries? This week alone, Love, Minshew, McCarthy left the game, and Sanders and Allen got banged up. Maybe. That's just football. But I was thinking about that today, too, when I think it was when McCarthy went down. Got Mahomes done. McCarthy's been injured on and off all year. Gina's hurt. All right. 3 seconds on the play clock. Hits 0. Jags get it off. Nope, there's a flag. So it's either like are the Broncos offsides, false start, delay a game? What are they going to fucking call here? Trevor Lawrence scrambles. It's incomplete. Illegal shift. They're going illegal shift on Jacksonville. Broncos are going to decline it because it was an incomplete pass anyway. 2nd and 10. 56 seconds left in the first quarter here. Scoreless. The Texans' helmets look cherry flavored. Why? I don't know. I'm not watching that game. Makes me a little hungry for something sweet, though. Bo is playing late season football just like last year, and I'm so happy. Yeah, he's played his best football down the stretch. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 18. Lawrence looking to throw here. Gets it off quickly, dumps it underneath. That is complete. 6 yards? 7? Going to be a few yards shy. Is that their tight end? All right, see if the Broncos' red zone defense holds. Yeah, it was Brenton Strange on the catch, calling it 6 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up. Another 3rd down. Should have had him once, but we had a dead ball late hit. All right, come on. Come on. Lawrence under pressure, throws to the end zone, and that's caught. What a fucking catch by Parker Washington. I think Jaquan McMillan's in the coverage there. Great throw, great catch. Shit. Jags go up 6-0. All right, so the Jags score first. Wouldn't be a Broncos game if they weren't trailing. They like to do that every week. Nothing new here. Sutton is a G. Always can depend on him. Yes. Sutton's incredible. I mean, what a catch by... I don't know how Parker Washington caught that ball. He bobbled it and hauled it in with Jaquan's arms all up in his business. Shut your hole about QB injuries. Skitter fire. Ooh, we got a fight. Beat the Broncos. Go Jags. Duval. Like this video for Broncos. Good luck. I agree. I would like some good luck for my team. How many likes do we have? Oh, we crossed 1,500. We got 1,500 in the first quarter. Let's get to 2,000. Almost 6,000 of you in here at 5,600. Broncos got to answer with some points. So we're going to get one play from the offense. Then we're going to have a end of the quarter, long-ass commercial break. And since this game is Fox, they're really pushing the Fox morning sports lineup. We got Wake Up Barstool, The Herd, and First Things First. We really shook things up for our morning lineup this year. Make sure you check it out. With Illinois politicians blowing our stadium deal, I want my Bears to move to Moscow and become the Russian Bears. What a home field advantage that would be for them, you know? I think it's cold in Chicago. All right, Denver here on 1st and 10. Nix got plenty of time. He's got a wide open Evan Ingram. Ingram down the left sideline, and he is going to be out around the 30-yard line. That's like a 40, 50-yard pickup from the Broncos there. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. What was that? How was that? 30 yards? Was that 40 yards? I got too excited. Nice. Nice. Needed that right before the end of the quarter. I'm super stressed all the time in general. This game may put me in an early grave. Hey, it's 33-yard gain. 33-yard gain by Evan Ingram. Okay. I can't count. Take some deep breaths. De-stress with breath. 181,000. 181,000. Oh, is that the final number that they raised? Holy shit. That's insane. That's insane. Broncos motto this year, keep it close till the fourth. Yeah, that is how they play. My buddy and I usually watch the games with is at the game. So I'm hanging out here today, believe. My buddy and I usually watch the games. He's at the game, so I'm hanging out here. I believe. I got you, Tim. I figured it out, Tim. What happened to Dart today? Ow! Sorry, my leg cramped. He just had to try and play for a Giants team that's got nothing to play for. Against a Minnesota Vikings defense that's been pretty good lately. Chiefs have worst Super Bowl hangover I've ever seen. They really do. It's the hangover that keeps giving. Just like the trilogy. Perna, next season, add a blessed wheel that includes the bottom five and the previously cursed team since sincerely a Colts fan. I will never add a blessed wheel. People ask for it quite a bit. I just don't think it'll work. You know how hard it is to change the fortunes of a bad team? I'll add a bless wheel if we get 10,000 signups at Prize Picks. There. Now I've got an incentive. Kaepernick or Cam Newton to Kansas City. I want them to just keep rolling with Odukin at this point. I would love a rematch of Super Bowl 48 if it happens. Yeah, well, I don't know if I would love it, but I will accept it. I'll accept an opportunity for the Broncos to avenge themselves. Thanks for joining as a member. Stargazer? Amika Egbigbu. All right, so after the big 33-yard gain, the Broncos have the ball at the 32. They're going to fake the handoff to R.J. Harvey. Bo Nix keeps. Bo Nix is running, and he's going to get 12 yards before he sidesteps out of bounds. Oladukin on the... Wait. The Chiefs QB, which I just said, is Oladukin. Aluakon. There we go. And the Broncos got a false start. Little snitchy tattletale Jags pointing it out. We're going to get a 5-yard penalty here. Foyesade Aluakon there to push Bo out. There we go. I was like, wait, I just said Oladukin. Anyway, Amika Egbigbu.
Imika Egbigbu, Imika Egbigbu, Imika Egbigbu, Imika Egbigbu, Imika Egbigbu.
All right. After the penalty, 1st and 15. We got a little end around handoff here to Marvin Mims. He gets 2, maybe 3 yards running wide out of bounds on the left side. Oh, yeah. We're showing a pick 6 for the Texans. Yeah, makes sense. Against the Raiders. We raised over 181,000 last night. That is impressive. So I saw it at what? They were at 100 and they were over 130. But still, that's 50K more by the time I went to bed, which is nuts. And now what do we got? There's movement. I think the Broncos called the timeout. No, Jags called the timeout. Okay, thank God. I didn't want another penalty. This is a good drive. We're in 2nd and 12, so they gave Mims 3 there. Let's just finish this off, tie this game up. That guy Locke must talk with Nixon. Well, Nixon's was just a straight-up cheap shot. Locke was coming in. I don't think his was as egregious. Okay? The Broncos, the Jags, and the refs need to be investigated by the FBI after this game. Why? Why? The Panthers won. Yes, they did. That was a big game for Carolina. 2nd and 12. After the timeout for the Jags, they only have one timeout left. Nix dumps it off to Sutton. He's at the left sideline. He's going to be 4 yards shy of the line to gain. It's a nice 6 or 7 yard pickup for Courtland Sutton. 3rd and 5 coming up. It was Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Hey, Perna wanted to say thank you for showing Seahawks respect on their win against the Rams, and I hope your team continues the win to win and see them versus Seahawks in the Super Bowl for a good, even game. You're welcome. I was impressed. All right. 3rd and 5. Come on, Denver. Denver trying to get the ball snapped. There we go. Got it. Nix chucks it to the end zone. Got it, man. That's a Sutton touchdown. Hey, Courtland Sutton, corner shot. Sorry for sounding like a snake there, but I was waiting to see if it was a 4 or a 1. I couldn't tell if it was Franklin or Sutton, but it is Courtland fucking Sutton. There we go. Bo Nix throws this ball a little early there, but he puts it in the right spot for Sutton, who beat his man. Woo! All the feet are down. Love it. There we go. Way to answer. Way to answer, Denver. Should be up by 10 now, but we have that doinked kick. Lutz puts this one right down the middle. 7-7 ball game. Can Detroit borrow some Denver Devil magic? I will give you just a little. Here, I'm sprinkling it right on you. Go Lions. Hope the Broncos pull a Seahawks and win at the last quarter because your team is good at playing when it matters. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch, oh witch, witch is dead. Thank God it's not the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year. On top of that, they have a losing record. Yeah, now I'm like, I hope they don't get too good of a draft pick. I hope this doesn't help them tremendously in some way. Their downfall. Broncos on offense. Refs PI on Riley Moss anyway. Hey, so far it's been clean. So far it's been clean today. Not going to jinx it. Moss has a sack in this game. He had a pass defended that was not flagged. Got a touchdown to Courtland Sutton here. Parker Washington, incredible touchdown grab for the Jags. We're tied up. Broncos trailing means clutch. Nix activated. Yeah, I think the Broncos basically, they should actually just start the game down 3 points. They should ask the NFL if they can give all of their opponents a field goal to start the game. I think you're right. They play better when they're trailing. Let's see if they got the touchdown on old Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Brandon Perna or Instagram. They say it's important to build up all your social media followings. Here we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Not Broncos related, just shocked. I'm still favored to win fantasy today with Dart as my QB and his 0.02 fantasy points. Thank you. Thank you, Big Dick Puka. Holy crap. I didn't realize his fantasy score was that bad. I know his first completion was an interception at the end of the second quarter, and that was a pick by the Vikings. He might be this week's losing QB. I don't know. Start of the revenge game for Ingram. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is a revenge game for Ingram. Do you think he wants revenge, though? The Jags did get him out of New York. All right, kick is underway. Jacksonville gets it to the 26. 4. They run into a wall of Broncos there. Thank you, Brandon. Love your coverage. Following for around 5 years. You're a kindergartner, Ash. You're a kindergartner. Thank you. That's a long time. Yardage guessing is on point. Cool shit. Where are we at with what we got here? Lawrence, 5 of 9 for 47 yards and a TD. Nix, 7 of 10, 97 yards in a TD. Wow. Lawrence dumps it off to the left side to Etienne, and he just falls down 3 yards shy of the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of 5. That's a 5-yard loss. That was kind of a funny-looking play. He just slipped. Don't be blaming our turf. We take good care of our turf. Yeah, he just got caught up on his own feet. Second and 15. Lawrence, quick pass, but it's dropped. But Washington, how'd he drop that one but catch that touchdown? I hit him right in the hands. Hot take. Feed McLaughlin. I don't think that's a hot take. I think he just got a little bit of explosiveness. Looks like he's seeing the lanes today. All right, 3rd and 15. Another big third down here. Come on. Let's sack him. Sack his ass. Sack his butt. Lawrence. Under pressure. We sacked his ass. We sacked his ass. Yes. I am a prophet. Please listen to everything I say. Buy all the things I sell you with my snake oil prophecies. I had no idea that on a 3rd and 15, they'd bring some heat. Nice. Oh, yes. So beautiful. Sometimes I just like to watch. That is Malcolm Roach dropping Trevor Lawrence. And you got Patrick McCary down for the Jags, their right guard, slow to get up right now. All right, so that puts them in 4th and 26. Maybe we get some decent starting field position after that play. Big sack from Malcolm Roach. All right. Big play. That was a big play. Whew. Find the clip of the hit on Lawrence and post it. On the reply, you see the flag falling across the screen as he was getting hit. Late call by the refs. Well, they were throwing a flag for a false start for the Jags, or I think it was a false start. So that might have been a flag for the false start. And then a second flag for the hit. So I don't know if that'll help the conspiracy or not. Eagles broke the Chiefs. They weren't the same since that beatdown they took in Super Bowl 59. They might have. They might have broken them. I hope so. And I hope that they are broken so badly that they can never be put back together again. We are 5 likes away from 2,000 likes. 6,200 of you rocking along with this stream. I appreciate all of you who've supported this channel all damn year long. And years and years. Riley Moss needs a black long sleeve for the Super Bowl. We'll see. Let's keep winning. We'll address all of the superstition and nuance and crazy shit we need for the Super Bowl once we have actually gotten there. You can't start talking about the Super Bowl until you're going. Otherwise, it's a curse. They should move to LA and become the West Hollywood Bears. It would be a whole different ball game. The Hollywood Bowl. I'd say last year's Niners had a worse Super Bowl hangover. Well, yeah, but theirs was like injuries, you know? And now it is injuries now for the Chiefs, but there was 14 weeks of them sucking with Mahomes anyway before that. All right, so the Jags punting out of their own end zone. Oh, fuck, that is a good punt. Going to be caught at the 25. And return to the 31, 32-yard line. That was a booming punt. I was hoping we'd get better field position after that. My wife says Bronco jerseys make her think of a team full of Narutos. I don't really know what that means. Hi, Perna. Hope you are having a nice day. Well, thanks. So far, been pretty good. Wrapped some Christmas presents this morning while watching Red Zone, watching the Broncos and Jags have a nice competitive football game. I am hoping God is blessing Bo Nix. 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. Got protection. Over the middle, has a wide open Marvin Mims, and Mims is going to take it down to the 42-yard line across midfield. Big pickup there for Denver. They're going up tempo here. They're going up tempo. Mims is up. What? Nobody's covering him. He's got in the middle of I'm assuming that's zone defense there. I'm not smart enough to actually know. Broncos, 8.9 yards per play to the Jags, 2.1 yards. It was a 26-yard gain for number 19, Marvin Mims. 1st and 10, looking to throw again. Blitz picked up, and Nix is just going to chuck it out of bounds. Live to fight another down. One day you should have a wheel spin that instead of cursing one team, you should have the matchups the wheel so it curses an entire game. Interesting. Yeah, curse the game. Cursing a game's that's a more high probability curse in terms of it working. Because then whoever loses, you'd be like, yeah, there's the cursed game. Duval. Nix fires, dumps it off to Pat Bryant. He breaks a tackle to fall forward, turning a 5 and 6 yard gain into 8, maybe 9. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 or 2 yards here. That was a nice little broken tackle, little spin there by Pat Bryant. And unfortunately, it looks like the Jags right guard is being helped into the locker room right now. So they're going to call it 3rd and 2 for Denver. They send R.J. Harvey out in motion. Then he runs back to Bo Nix while the ref is getting the fuck out of the way, and they're going to hand it off to Harvey, but Jacksonville reads that one, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. That is Walker on the tackle. A former 1st overall pick for the Jags makes a big play here. Yeah, he just breaks off underneath. That's a good play by Walker. All right. So they lose a couple there. What are they going to do? They're going to try another field goal? They're going to let Lutz get it right? This is a 54-yard attempt for Lutz. Lined up on the opposite hash. The kick right down the pipe. And Denver will take a 10-7 lead. Okay. You have the curse wheel. How about the redemption wheel, Perna? And how about a coffee giveaway wheel? Well, I would love to do a coffee giveaway wheel. But then that would require me to remember to get the contact information and give the coffee away. But if I can streamline that process, I would be happy to give away some good shit's coffee. Or at the Ref's Coffee. Of course, available over at benchwarmershop.com, along with all of our cursed logo shirts. Oh, and shout out to Trenton, who sent me this. This is really cool. He 3D printed this. Trenton, thank you. I got it. I love it. I love it, Trenton. Multicolor 3D printer, and he made me a little retro Bo Leave logo. Wanted to make sure I shouted you out, Trenton. Because I was like, dang, that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. How about them Chargers? That game between LA and Denver is looking more and more serious. Just need Denver to lose this game. No, 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 no. I want Denver to win and then beat the Chiefs and then not have to worry about the Chargers in that final week. Because I think that's how it would go, right? The Chargers have lost four games. What's the Chargers record? Yeah, they've lost 4. So as long as Denver wins the next 2, they don't have to win that final game because they have the tiebreaker over the Patriots. Justin Herbert wasn't sacked once by the Cowboys, by the way. I think he's the most hit quarterback this season. He's been sacked every game, and Cowboys couldn't get to him once. Bared down everywhere last night. Love it. Bears fans, you've waited a while for this one. Yeah, Sutton's looking great today. He had that touchdown grab. Let's see here. The hell is... Why would you organize your stats with kicking and punts up at the top? And then defense. What the fuck is this shit? Yahoo? Thank you for not showing me our running back stats or our receiver stats. What is that nonsense? What a stupid layout. That's got to be a mistake, a glitch. Let's F Bo. Let's fucking Bo. Yeah. Let's fucking Bo. Let's fucking Bo. Wow, what a return here for the Jags. Up to the 42-yard line. Is that DJ Dallas? Yeah, that's DJ Dallas. You know, I'm fine with just doing touchbacks, honestly. All right, so Jags going to have decent field position to answer here. 9:05 left in the second quarter. They've had one good drive, their 66-yard drive, the Jags. Their other combined, negative 11 yards. This first play, they're going to fake the handoff. Lawrence just stands there like a statue because there's no pressure around, but the ball's batted at the line. There you go. That's Q Robinson bats it down. The rookie. Lawrence didn't have to move at all. Way to get your hand on it, Q. Perna, I'm going to the Chargers Denver Week 18 game. Glad we'll both be in the playoffs so I don't have to stress. Can't wait to experience Denver for the first time. We'll enjoy the game, Ross. That'll be a fun one. Broncos, 175 total yards to the Jags 40. Now, the Jags only have 40 because they lost a bunch of yards on those sacks, but 2nd and 10. Lawrence throws left side, got his man Brian Thomas Jr., and I think he's got 9. Wait, is that Brian Thomas? Yeah, that is Brian Thomas. 9-yard gain. So 3rd and 1 coming up. A Sutton touchdown in honor of the great Jake the Snake. Yes, thank you. I know, that was weird. And they're going to quarterback sneak it on 3rd and 1, and it looks like Lawrence picks that up pretty easily. Jags are just crossed midfield with that QB sneak. Just saying, if Broncos lose and Chargers win out, all right, don't be putting that devil on me. This game ain't over yet. I don't want the Chargers to win out. Because if the Chargers win out and the Broncos lose today, then the Chargers will have the tiebreaker over the Broncos based on the Chargers beating the Broncos back in week 3? All right, so from the 49, Lawrence under center. They're going to try and get something going with the run game. Nope, play action. Lawrence has all day. Got a man wide open. Caught. And that is Strange again. The big pickup here. Fucking Trenton Strange. That's a 23-yard gain. Brenton, not Trenton. Brenton Strange. Tackled by Hufanga. He's going to be down right at the 26. Checking in from section 100. It's fun to make it to a game, but I'm going to miss chatting with y'all and the stream. Well, enjoy the game, Sammy Hambutt. Lawrence dumps it off in the backfield to Etienne, who's going to be wrapped up and tackled by Riley Moss for a 1, maybe 2-yard loss. Another good tackle by Moss. This is his second tackle behind the line of scrimmage today for Riley. Let's fucking go, Broncos. God bless Bo Nix. Enjoy the game, Sammy. I've been high on Bocaine. I think I need rehab. I think you need more Bocaine. I think you need more Bocaine. 2nd and 11. 3 sacks, baby. Only 11 more. Is that to tie the record? Is that how far we are? Or is that to break it? They're going to pitch it out. Right side. Etienne makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And he's tripped up eventually. And he's going to fall just a couple yards shy of the first down. First move here by Etienne. That was a good move. Second one was a bad tackle. I think it's Zach Allen who eventually tripped him up. Yeah, he gets away from McMillan. And then Singleton whiffs on a fucking tackle. And then Zach Allen comes in and swipes his foot. Thank God. That's the first positive rush, I feel like, for the Jags all game. I think they had one other 5-yard run so far. Singleton got worked there. So they're at the 3-yard line. Lawrence going to hand it off. And it's stuffed. That's not Etienne, though. Who's 36? Second and goal. Oh God, 450. Oh God, don't just hold them. Hold them to a field goal now. Keep this elite red zone defense going. 2nd and goal. Oh, that's LeQuint. Allen was on the carry there. I remember LeQuint. Lawrence throws back shoulder to Brenton Strange, who hauls it in for the second Jacksonville touchdown of the day. God damn it. That's a good catch. It's Locke. PJ Locke comes over. They make some contact. Strange pushes and turns. It's a good throw. Lawrence put that in the right spot for Strange to make a play on it. Locke wants a push off there. I don't think so, Locke. And the extra point is good. Jacksonville up 14-10. We got a ball game. That's another really great touchdown. Both touchdown grabs for Jacksonville have been wildly impressive. Fuck. Oh, been watching since 2013. It's awesome seeing how far you've come. Big congrats on the Denver Post feature. How does that feel? And are you framing it? Well, thank you, Nicholas. 2013, you've been around basically the whole time. That's when we started cooking. I'm not going to frame it, but I'm pretty sure my wife is going to frame it. I had no idea they're going to put that on the front page either. That was a very cool surprise. Because they're doing an article. They come over, they talk to you, you do all that stuff, but putting it on the front page, that came out of left field. Hello, Perna. My son just said your voice sounds like Sonic the Hedgehog, and now I can't unhear it. Go Bills. Really? I sound like Sonic? From the movies? I haven't watched the movies. Who voices Sonic? Who voices Sonic? Hey, part of big fans, since my Vikings have been eliminated from playoff contention, I will be cheering for the Broncos from here on out. I believe. Well, thank you, Mark. Welcome. Welcome to the Broncos bandwagon. We are happy to accommodate you while your team struggles. Hi, Perna. I'm a Vikings fan. Pray for me. Look at that. Back-to-back Vikings fans, huh? I will pray for your soul. What happened with McCarthy's wrist? I know he got hurt, left the game. They touched it. He freaked out. Is there any report on his wrist? As a Packers fan, I don't feel that we lost to the Bears. More so, the Broncos game beat us twice. You did this. That's a very nice compliment. I appreciate that. We get 3,000 likes. We're at 2,300 likes, 6,954 of you watching. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're new here. We make football videos all the time. We're at 836,181 subscribers. Let's boost that shit during this stream. All right, let's see if Broncos can answer with a touchdown drive. They're trailing again, so we're going to get our best offense now, I think. 4:33 left in the second quarter here. Damn it. There we go. Bears came out of hibernation. Just need my donkeys to charge to do it. All right, kickoff. Got a little return here from Marvin Mims, but he's going to be tackled at the 24. Now I just need my donkeys to charge, do it. Could be the drive. Huh? As a German Jags fan, I wish nothing but a good game and no injuries on both sides. I like that. Respect. Don't curse the player, curse the game. Yeah, I really don't go after players. You know, I don't really go after the players. Thoughts on grocery store rotisserie chicken? It's okay in a pinch. It's okay in a pinch. I haven't had it for a while, actually. Don't read out loud. Well, there's a Bronco down on the ground. Jonah Ellis is pointing to his knee on the sideline. So Ellis is going into the blue medical tent. Who's down on the ground? Oh, man, it's Delarian Turner. Yell! Damn, that sucks. Because Delarian Turner, I believe he tore his ACL 2 seasons ago. He just returned. Like, he just got healthy enough to get back on the field, and now Turner is down again. Playing special teams there. That sucks. That's a dude who's fought really hard to get back out there. Think they activated him off the practice squad maybe this week? Can you tell Jillian Brinker she should pay attention to the game? Oops, I read it out loud. Sorry. Can you do some kind of auction where we can bid on extra slots on the curse wheel? I should auction off a slot on the curse wheel. I could get rich doing that. That's funny. Love you, Perna, but we're enemies today. Duval. Hey, there's a lot of Jags fans in here. I appreciate that. I hate you guys today, but outside of today, I typically root for Jacksonville. When the Panthers and Jags emerged as expansion teams, I decided I would root for the Jags. I like Liam Cohen, like what he's doing. You're just my enemy today. Yeah, they're showing Turner yell. He looks really disappointed and frustrated, and that sucks, man. All right, so from the 24, we're going to start with a quick pass here to Jaleel McLaughlin on the left side. He does a nice job picking his lane there, and he's going to get 5, 6 yards. Definitely 6, at least 6. Nice patient running by McLaughlin. Ravens fan here. My Pat's friend and I are having our GPS Bowl equivalent tonight. Can you say, fuck you, Dev? Pronounced Dave in my support. Dave? Dev is pronounced Dave. Fuck you, Dave. Fuck you, Dave. There. One of those will work for you. All right, 2nd and 3. Handoff. Jaleel's got to make 2 Jags miss in the backfield, and he does a nice job of that. Falls forward. Going to get 1.5 yards there. I think we got about 1/3 and 1.5 yards to go. They're going to call it 3rd and 2. Perna. Let's fucking go. Punts are at the top for Cleveland Browns fans. Oh, on the stat sheet. Browns checking their punting stats every week. Fair. Been high on Bocaine for months. I need rehab. No, I told you, more Bocaine. 3rd and 2. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nix. Got a man. Hits R.J. Harvey. He runs. Ooh, and takes out is that a Jags play? No, it's a Jags trainer on the sideline, I think. But that's a 15-yard gain, maybe, for R.J. Harvey. Yeah, he just leaks out of the backfield, and there was nobody there to cover him. Nix knows that, too. Does a good job of getting him the ball quickly. Big pickup there on 3rd and short. There we go. 15-yard gain. Exactly. Finally, I got the yardage right. All right, 1st and 10, looking to throw again. Nix rolls to his right. Plants, throws, incomplete behind Sutton. That was a bad throw. He's lucky nobody's there to pick that. The fuck was that, Bo? Now you got to get one bad pass a game, I guess. Dart only got .02 points in fantasy, in case you were wondering. Yeah, I heard that earlier. That's insane. I'm worried, man. The defense is leaking oil. Yeah, Jags have a good offense. They're in a quick pass to Franklin, left side here on 2nd and 10, and he's going to pick up 6, 7. I think the defense it'll tighten. It'll tighten. They've given up 2 drives in this game. The rest of their drives, they're dominated. Liam Cohen is a great play caller. It's a tough challenge. Go Cowboys. My stomach turned saying that, but you got to do what you got to do for your team. Well, wish the Cowboys would have went a little harder earlier against the Chargers. 2-minute warning. Jags up 14-10. Hoping Broncos beat Kansas City on Christmas to be the 2nd AFC West team to give KC a Black Christmas. Maybe Chargers can do it next year as well. The Broncos playing the Chiefs backups at the end of the year is a tradition I did not know would be continuing. But yes, we will do our best. Thank you for the super chat. Blitz. Longtime viewer since 2014. I mute the game on TV and stream you on my phone to listen. Best way to enjoy Broncos. Much love to you and yours. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan! Appreciate you. Perna, why I oughta? With that curse wheel. Perna, why I oughta? With that curse wheel. I know. I'm sorry. It took out the Rams this week. Just the Rams. Last night, I saw Mahomes' injury. They even charged... Last night, I saw Mahomes' injury. They even charged a timeout. Huh? How much do I need to donate for the charity stream to have you paint your face like a Jaguar if they win today? Well, they got to win first. Second of all, I don't think I'm going to have time to get my face painted like that. So I'm not going to give you a number. I'll be here at my house alone on Christmas, so I won't be able to get the thing painted. And I can't do it myself. I like where your head's at. I appreciate you thinking about donating, and I should do everything to encourage the donations. My thought is don't ask me to do homework, okay? Don't ask me to do homework. This week's going to be fucked, okay? I got a condensed week. Don't ask me to do homework this week. Good luck, Broncos. I'm encouraged with how the Saints are playing with Shuck at QB. It's early days, but I like Coach Moore's development. Yeah, I think that's a nice silver lining there. I think the Saints are building slowly. Kellen Moore kind of under the radar doing a decent job with a team that's got a bad record, but I think you're right. All right, coming out of the 2-minute warning. This is a Seahawk giving thanks for the curse wheel. I appreciate that. We got 3rd and 4 for Denver. I think Tyler Bidet is in the backfield next to Bo Nix. We are throwing and we are rolling to the right where Nix likes to roll. And he's looking for Pat Bryant, but that ball also behind Pat. Incomplete. 4th and 4. He had Bryant at the sideline. Oh. Yeah, Nix kind of had to throw. I see what he did. He had to throw it kind of behind the Jags players. There's 2 Jacksonville Jaguars in his way there. So that's why that's a little behind Bryant. So now Denver's going to have to punt. Fudge. God damn it. Ugh. I'm just making grunts now. Fair caught at the 13. Thank you, Seattle. I appreciate it. Seahawks fan here, not ready to believe yet. This is the first Broncos game I've seen this year. Pass rush is insane. Thank you. 7,100. Did we get up to 3,000 likes? We're at 2,579 likes. And did we add any subscribers? We were at 181. And now we are at 193. 12 new subscribers. Thank you. Handoff here. And that is LaQuint Allen gashing through for 5. Broncos use a timeout there. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Yegs. Perna, I love the show. How difficult was it to contain your excitement at the Riley Moss interception during the GPS Bowl? Very, very difficult. It was probably my greatest achievement as a YouTube professional. Bo Nix gives me a boner. Yeah, he does it for all of us. Perna, get your knees as high as I am on Bo-Kane. Oh, I will for 3rd down. I'm going to save it for a good 3rd down. 2nd and 6. Let's get to 3rd down first. Lawrence steps in the pocket, throws, got a man wide open, caught and tackled right at the 40. I think that's Jakobi Meyers. How does Jacksonville keep getting so open? Now, Cam Little, their kicker, has a leg, and they are at altitude. Lawrence rolls to his left to buy some time. Points, throws. Oh, he had Parker Washington too. Misses him. PJ Locke was the closest defender there. F the Chiefs, F the Raiders, F everyone who has sold us short. We believe. Well, we don't have to F everyone. But I'm with you in spirit. All right, 2nd and 10. Jags at the 42. Trying to get into field goal range at the very least before halftime. 1:06 left on the clock. Lawrence fires. Caught right at the line to gain. It's Jakobi Meyers again. Now, they might mark him just short. That's a good catch. Moss, Hufanga, close. Nope, they're going to give it to him. They say he got it. I thought he was just shy. Come on. Stop him. Stop him. Go back to Allen on the carry, and he gets another 5. This is going poorly. This is going very poorly. The good news, the Broncos get the ball after halftime, but Jesus, fuck. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Jags do have one timeout. A chunk play here puts them in range. Lawrence throws, hits his man, is Brian Thomas Jr. He's going to pick up 8, and he's shoved out of bounds. So that will also stop the clock. 12 seconds. They can take one more shot to get a chip shot. This is not going the way I wanted it. Should do an offseason bottom 10 team bless wheel to see what bad team gets blessed with a good season next year. That sounds like a very kind endeavor. Heading to a mental institution, I still have faith that the Bucs can win the NFC South. 1st and 10 here. Lawrence, all day to throw, dumps it off. That's Morris on the reception. He picks up another 5, gets out of bounds, stops the clock again. 7 seconds. They can run one more play, and they can go anywhere on the field because they do have that timeout. We didn't mess it up. Keep pounding to first place. There you go, Panthers. Lawrence has taken a sack in 3 games until today, so props to you. Has he not taken a sack? Also, Chiefs lost to the Titans. Ha 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 ha. Go Jags. Lawrence looking to throw. And just airs it out of bounds. 2 seconds left. Coming out for the field goal try is Cam Little with the big leg. I didn't realize he went 3 games without getting sacked. Brandon, I got some football trivia for you. Fernando Mendoza is only the 3rd Latino to win the Heisman Trophy. Who are the other 2 players? I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't follow college football closely enough. Kick is up, and it's good. Jags going into halftime up 17-10. I barely remember who wins it year to year. Who would the other ones be? I don't know. That's a good trivia question. Damn it. All right. Down by 7. Not the end of the world. Need the defense to get their shit together. That is for sure. Broncos have moved the ball pretty well. Missed a field goal. Jags, 2 great touchdown catches. It's not over. It's going to be a tough second half. Wishing everyone a Tyler Bidet in their backfield and a Merry Christmas. Clean it up with your Tyler Bidet. Perna, I'm watching your old videos to remember how to cope now that the Chiefs are terrible again. Seems like whiskey is the key. Yes. That'll help you cope, and it'll give you a stunning headache the next day. Who is Bo Nix? For the blind, he is the light. For the hungry, he is the bread. For the sick, he is the cure. For the lonely, he is company. For the sad, he is joy. For the prisoner, he is freedom. For the poor, he is treasure. For me, he is everything. I love it. I love it.
We ride and we die together.
Thank you for the $50 donation. Jim Plunkett and Bryce Young. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that about Plunkett. I did not know that. Great trivia. Great trivia. Sorry if you've answered this already, but what do you think takes Goy between Seahawks Rams? Game of the year. What is Goy? I mean, they're both very good. I think people will probably give it to the Bears, Packers, because they're more popular teams. I thought the Seahawks Rams game was more entertaining. It was a better start to finish ball game with one of the craziest plays we'll never see again. But Caleb's throw, the DJ Moore catch, the onside kick recovery, I think people will give it to Packers Bears. All right, I got to go pee. It is halftime. That's when I pee. Don't leave me. Come on back. I'll see you in a little bit. All right. I'm back. In the saddle again. Thank you for withstanding my pee break. How many GD 20-plus yard plays are we going to give up? That's a good question. Broncos are getting burned in coverage a little bit. Need to get a little more pressure consistently. Outside of those sack plays, I don't think there's been enough pressure. As a Seahawks fan, I want to thank you and the Curse Wheel for Thursday night. Merry Christmas to all, and may the Curse Wheel reign forevermore. See you in 2026. Kind of looks like a Marty McFly avatar there. And I love me some Back to the Future. We almost have 3,000 likes. All right, so when I was on my bathroom break, I saw that DK Metcalf took a swing at a Lions fan. That can't be good. That can't be good. Yeah, so I tweeted that video, which was just crazy. Can't remember if I've ever seen an NFL player really do that. Wasn't it years ago we had wasn't it a Jacksonville Jaguars player who kind of jumped up towards the stands and was yelling at someone? I forget. But yeah, DK, I just tweeted that video of him taking a swing at a Lions fan. It's going to be a fine, possibly a suspension. What are the other scores? So we got Falcons, Cardinals all tied up. Lions up 10-3. Houston not running away with it against the Raiders. And then tonight, Pats and Ravens. Tomorrow, Rivers gets Monday Night Football. Fuck yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fucking wild. I don't think he connected. I don't think the punch landed. And I hope DK's mic'd up because I want to know what the fan said to him. I want to know if the fan deserved it. But they were over talking. I don't know what they were doing. And like he was like, looked like he was grabbing up the fan. The fan has this like long blue-haired wig. It's wild. Perna, you handsome devil. Thank you. Oh, you shouldn't have. Go Broncos. All right, we need a big second half. But this is good. I mean, look, we knew Jacksonville would be tough. They've been playing great lately. And the return by Mims, 26, 27 yard. Before getting pushed out there. Like, they're a playoff team. And you got to compete against a team like Jacksonville right now to ready yourself for the playoffs. So this is kind of what I expected. How much money can the fan make off DK? Possibly a lot. If DK landed the punch, if he caused actual injury, you know, could be a lot. All right, first down. Let's get back to it. We're going to hand it off here on the first play. I thought there was a big hole there, but the Jags plugged it quickly, and that's going to be 1, maybe 2 yards for R.J. Harvey. Jaleel McLaughlin, 4 carries, 33 yards. I'd just like to see Jaleel get some more touches in this second half. It wouldn't be a Broncos game if we were up at halftime. That's true. Would have been nice if we scored before halftime. They're okay at doing that. All right, Nix, little play action. And Bo's going to take off and run. And he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Goes down kind of weird on the tackle, but there's a flag. Come on. Pass interference or defensive holding. Bail us out. Yeah, defensive holding, 5-yard penalty. And the dumbest rule in football, automatic first down. This is a very good example of why, like, this shouldn't be an automatic first down. What was it, 2nd and 10 or 9? Just give them the 5 yards. See how unbiased I am? It would hurt my team if the rule were written correctly. I think it's so stupid to be an automatic first down on that. Anyway, I'll take it right now. I'm going to take it right now, Jacksonville. Oh, she loves that you keep acknowledging her every week. I will tell her you said hi. Pass here on 1st and 10 is complete. That is Troy Franklin, right sideline, and he's going to get 6. You've cursed my Colts to death. Can you at least beat the Jags for us? We're trying. We're trying. What if the Jags really control the curse wheel? All those Colts curses? Maybe the Jags are controlling the spins. I don't know. 2nd and 5 coming up, so I'll give them 5 on that reception. Denver just shy of the 40-yard line. Bo Nix rolls to his right. Got his man. It's Lil Hump, who takes a shot, but he holds on to that ball, and more importantly, got the first down, but there's also a flag. The fuck's this flag? Better not be holding on the Broncos. They might call this on the hit. If they call this on the hit, that's going to be pretty fucking lame. So Humphrey, good catch. Leads with his shoulder on the hit here. It's a hard hit. I think that's a really good hit. If they call this, they're calling it a penalty. That's bullshit. Again, I will take the extra 15 yards. But if you're a fan of football, you cannot defend this penalty in any way, any shape, or any form. That's just a good hit by Jacksonville. I fucking hate those plays. I hate those penalties. Now, there's a little bit of contact on the helmets, but it's incidental, and he does lead with his shoulder. So, whatever. They're going to hand off. R.J. Harvey, he's got some room. He makes a guy miss. Bouncing out to the 10, to the 5. I think that's a touchdown. R.J. Harvey, baby. R.J. Harvey just put a massive dent in the Jags defense. There you go, R.J. This is his best run of the football season. This is R.J. Harvey's best run as a rookie. Watch this shit. Handoff, right in the middle, finds the lane, bounces off 1, 2 tackles, and then uses his speed to get outside and dives for the goal line. Are his knees down at any point? That's a touchdown. Fuck! Nice run, Harvey. There we go. So the stupid, terrible, no good, very bad penalty by Jacksonville. Not their fault. I'm saying it's a shitty call by the refs. Jags fans, I get it. If you want to F the refs, you can only do it at benchwarmershop.com. Set up the decent field there for R.J. Harvey to get into the end zone. And we tie it back up. Opening drive. Statement drive for the Broncos. Again, sorry about the penalty, Jacksonville, but R.J. Harvey, you are a machine. What a freaking run. What a run. Now, Gainwell just made the catch of the year. Wow. Oh, Kenny Gainwell? I believe in your team, Perna. They got this. Thank you. They just answered. They might have it. If Jags win number 1 in power rankings, Probably. 2 ACLs in 2 weeks is officially confirmed. By via same team per. Oh, did Gardner Minshew tear his ACL? Oh, that sucks. You guys know I love Gardner. That does suck. Wow, damn. That sucks, Gardner. I mean, you joined the Satans, joined the Devil's team, but I would still never wish injury on you. I'd never, ever. All right, got to find this R.J. Harvey tweet. Got to fire off the R.J. Harvey tweet. Video tweet from the NFL account on X. There we go. There we go. Got it. Got it. Oh, shit. I just saw the Kenneth Gainwell catch. Have mercy. What a catch. He was laying on the ground. And he scored, too. Whoa. Kenny. Sorry that happened against the Lions, but dang, what a catch by Kenny. Let's see. Do they got it in the script there? Yep. Johnny Barks or Wilkies is all over that shit. Thank you, guys. Okay. There we go. All right. Tweeted it. Sucks for Minshew, but the Broncos tie this game up. Incredible run by Harvey. Needed that coming out of halftime, too. 2 penalties on the Jags on that. There was a defensive holding, then an unnecessary roughness, but we'll take it. Hey, how does one get your address to send a gift? My P.O. box is listed in any of my videos that are not the live streams. Just click on any of my regular videos and the P.O. box is in there. Oh, Jags just got jacked up on the kick return. What a hit. Holy shit. Oof. He gets wrapped low and then 55 comes in like a torpedo. Who was that? I gotta see who that was that dropped the wood there. Laid the wood, dropped the wood. They're gonna pitch it here on first down. They go to Etienne. He got 2. Let's see. Where's 55? That's Jordan Turner. Jordan Turner. Reserve linebacker with the hit there on special teams. Yeah, P.O. Box, any normal video. It's in that description. I would tell you the P.O. Box right now, but I don't know it. Texans would appreciate a Broncos victory. Texan Nation is a believer for this week. We're trying, Houston. Tied up here. Singleton on the blitz. Gets picked up. Quick pass there by Lawrence to Jakobi Meyers. Great tackle by Riley Moss to hold him just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1 coming up. Bill with the $50. R.J. Harvey, go Broncos. Thank you, Bill.
We ride and we die together.
NFL so corrupt. Broncos literally paid RJ to score. I think the penalty before was BS, but that run was all on Harvey. 3rd and 1. Lawrence going to keep it, and he's got some room, and he dives forward after picking up, 4 or 5 yards. All right, come on. We need a stop. We need a defensive stop bad. I do not want a shootout for the rest of this game. Your love of Minshew is how the Jags fans found you so long ago. That's right. That's why Jags fans and I like each other. Old Gardner Minshew. I was all over him that season. And because he genuinely impressed me. when he came in for Nick Foles, right? Nick Foles got hurt. Minshew Mania started. Minshew was in our best college names video. All right. Barely get the snap off here. Pressure. Lawrence hit as he throws, and he somehow gets that over to Etienne. It is a wobbling pass. Lawrence got rocked. There's a flag now. Are they going to call roughing the passer? Bullshit. I see another bullshit call. He hit Lawrence right as Lawrence threw the ball. How are they going to... They're going to probably call it because he landed on him. That's a really good hit in terms of when he did it. I think it's the body weight, the bullshit body weight rule. But now we're even, Jacksonville. All right. Now we're even. Handoff here to LeQuint, and he's going to get 2. All right, 2nd and 9. Lawrence over the middle. Ooh, nearly picked off by Hufanga. Oh, Hufanga got his hands on it. Lawrence wants a flag. He thinks he ran into him. Let's see. I thought he played on the ball. Did he hit him early? That's pretty good. I think that's pretty close. They're both running towards the ball. Hufanga does hit him with the shoulder. Good no call. Refs just proving it really is Duval versus y'all. Are they? I think we're even. I think we're even on the shitty flags now. Thanks for making game day special. Well, you're welcome. 3rd and 9. Need a stop, Denver. They bring the heat wide open again. 1st down, and Parker Washington dances down the sideline for a big gain. They sent too many guys. Jaquan McMillan is blitzing. Dre Greenlaw can't get over to Parker Washington. That's an easy completion for Trevor Lawrence. That was a dumb fucking play call by Vance Joseph. Very dumb. 1st and 10. Jags driving. They're at the 24-yard line. Oh, sorry. The score? Here we go. Lawrence has all day. Dumps it off underneath. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get 12 yards and a 1st down. Tim Patrick with a revenge catch against the Broncos here. That hurts. That hurts to see Tim Patrick doing that to us. Yeah, just another great protection for Jacksonville. Alex Singleton eventually tackles him there. Lawrence throws high, caught by Strange. Just a couple yards. 2. Singleton on the tackle. No, Perna, we need the address where you keep the curse wheel to send you a gift. Hold out to lawsuit to Browns rookie running back. Quinton Judkins suffered a dislocated ankle and a fractured fibula in Sunday's loss to the Bills. Yeah, I saw that that injury. It looked really bad. It looked pretty bad. 2nd and 8. Lawrence throws, looking deep in the end zone. Incomplete. And a flag. I think Jahdae Barron, they grabbed Washington early. It's going to be defensive pass interference. Jahdae did one of these. He did this. You do that, you're getting a flag, even if you're not pass interfering. They're having a conference about it. Yeah. Let's see if it is pass interference, though. Yeah, he's grabbing him enough. He grabbed his arm right there. Yeah, it's just bad technique. Like, Barron had good position. He didn't need to do that shit. God. Defense is playing terrible. As our color commentators who talk through the start of the play, a common pet peeve, or is that just me? Probably just you. Lawrence gonna just keep it and run into the end zone for a touchdown. Easiest touchdown he'll ever score in his life. Extra point is up, and it is good. Jacksonville up 24-17. I don't know what's wrong with the Denver defense. Can't get a stop. The problem, too, is like all these completions are so easy for Lawrence right now. Everybody's wide open. And then, of course, there's a roughing the passer penalty on that drive, and then a defensive pass or a defensive pass interference penalty. Did I say roughing the passer? 2 penalties, bunch of blown coverages, a dumb blitz on third down where they didn't have Parker Washington covered. Oh, God. F the refs. Let's ride. Breaking, after seeing the success of Phillip Rivers, the Chiefs have announced they are signing Brett Favre for the last 2 games of the 2026 season. Only they had something to play for, maybe. Maybe they would. Andrew, gifting 50 memberships. Hell yeah. Thank you, Andrew.
Johnny John John! Woo!
Love your channel. Beat the Jags. Pretty please. We're trying. Oh, I did not think this game would be 24-17 at this point. Honestly, I thought both defenses might be a little more dominant in this game, but what do I know? Yeah, they do need to stop. Go Broncos from Alaska. Nice. Nice. I want to visit Alaska one day. I left for deployment in week 2 and came back to Mahomes' ACL tear. The Chiefs season over and the Broncos leading the division. I'm going back on deployment. # cursed season. Well, thanks for watching, Tristan. Stay safe out there. I don't know are you really going back on deployment, or are you saying you're going back on deployment because the Chiefs season's over? If you're really going, stay safe. If you're going because the Chiefs have hurt you so much, I also understand. How many delay of games are they going to get away with? They are getting close. They let the clock hit 0. They do allow that. That was a 75-yard drive, though. Personal foul kept it going. But Denver benefited from a really bad personal foul the series before. So it is what it is. Yeah, Gainwell's sneaky good this year. Gainwell's been great for the Steelers. Who the fug is Perna? Like and subscribe. You better, or guaranteed we'll start talking to your mom. Okay? And this kick is going to be a touchback. And start at the 35. Just got here. What did I miss? Too much to tell you. A lot of back and forth. Parker Washington, credible touchdown grab to start off the game. Courtland Sutton, corner shot, touchdown grab. Brenton Strange, touchdown for the Jags, also impressive grab. Broncos missed a field goal coming out of halftime. R.J. Harvey had an insane touchdown run. And now Jacksonville just led a 75-yard gain to take back a 7-point lead. It's kind of a good recap, I guess. Why has this game got to be ref ball? Awful to watch. I know. Both those calls were stupid, but here we are. 24-17. Bo Nix play action under pressure. Gets away from it, dumps it off to R.J. Harvey. He cuts upfield, breaks a couple tackles, and turns what should have been a 6-yard gain into a 15-yard rip and a first down. We need to have a bye week early in the year. Back-to-back years, the defense has fallen fast and hard right after the bye. I don't know if that correlates, but I think the later season bye is a little better, actually. I think offenses are just figuring out how to play against our defense. And we run a reverse flea flicker. Nix throwing deep. And it's caught. Oh, no, he dropped it. Sutton had it in his hands. Oh, he couldn't hold on. And then is there a little scuffle afterwards? Oh, God. Is Sutton the guy you want running that one? I don't know. You're usually open. The guy gets wide open. And Nix, I think, just underthrows this a little bit. Oh, if Nix throws this further, that's a walk-in touchdown for Sutton. Almost made an incredible grab, but the ground knocks that ball out. Damn it. A little trickery. After the game, don't forget, F the refs. Available at benchwarmershop.com. You got a problem with the officiating, you want to F them, you got to buy my coffee. From the 50-yard line, we got a 2nd and 10 after that wasted trick play there by Denver. They dialed it up nicely. Nix dumps it off to Mims, who is tackled for a 4-yard loss. God damn it. That's Jones on the tackle. It was a really well-read play by them. Oh, he had Troy Franklin, too. If Nix just holds on a half second there, Franklin's breaking. Every drive that passes, the more upset I am that this isn't a primetime game. So far, been primetime worthy. Let's see if the Denver Broncos can convert on 3rd and 13 here. I'm losing optimism. I'm getting nervous, guys. All right, we got time to throw. Just a 3-man rush, and we can't even fucking throw it to the running back. Overthrown. That's a boverthrow. We got our first boverthrow. It's been weeks. Now we got a punt. Now the throw wouldn't have really mattered. I don't think Tyler Baday's picking up a first down, but what the fudge. Liam Cohen putting on a play calling masterclass and has been for like 4 weeks now. He obviously studied Denver's defense. And so did Lawrence. Well, I mean, you would expect him to study Denver's defense. You'd expect the quarterback to do that as well. That's a given. But to your point, I think Liam's done a great job calling plays. They have dialed it in. And Lawrence stopped making mistakes. And this punt is going to be a touchback. Crawshaw puts just a bit too much on it. Ah, damn. What grade would you give all the former 49ers players? Talanoa Hufanga, he gets an A. Hufanga, A. Greenlaw, C. That's just because he's been hurt. McGlinchey, B+. I know McGlinchey's older, but he's been solid. We still have our secret weapon, the fourth quarter. Yeah, I think that applied more to the first 2/3 of the season. I don't know about the fourth quarter magic right now. We got 7,800 of you watching. We got 3,000 likes yet? Did we pass 3,000 likes? We did. 3,100. Let's get to 3,500. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Ooh, 255. So we added what? 74 subscribers. Yeah, 74. 836,255. Don't forget, today's episode sponsored by Prize Picks. I haven't even checked on my picks. This game's just been going. These were my plays. Harvey, 49 rushing and receiving yards. I think he got that. Let me check here. If you're going to sign up and play, just use my code TGS. Every 200 signups at Prize Picks equals a big bonus for That's Good Sports. Big payout. All right, so Sutton's hit. Jakobi Meyers is hit. R.J. Harvey's hit. Travis Etienne, I thought he would be having a better day. He only has 27 rushing yards. So I picked him to have more than 59.5. Don't know about that one. But those what I was doing today. And as a reminder, Christmas night, I'll be streaming Broncos Chiefs. That's our charity stream. We're raising money for Solving Kids Cancer, a great, really important charity. If you're going to donate, you want to read about them, check out their website. Check them out on Charity Navigator. But Prize Picks has already donated $14,000 to that fundraiser. It's a big reason. I'm working with Prize Picks, so I appreciate them. All right, Chafes may be in trash time right now, but I can still cheer for whoever is playing against the Broncos to win, so I can see your pain. That is fair. That's what you do as a fan. You hate watch. 6:03 left in the third. Jags up by 7. They go to Etienne here, and he gets 2 yards. I know I'm late, but what the fuck was that roughing the passer call? I think they called body weight. I think it's a body weight call. I think it's a bad call. But the Jags got they got it the series before with a hard hit to Lil Jordan Humphrey. So even. It's a bad call, though. Lawrence here. Under pressure. Oh, I thought they were going to get him. Oh, God. And it's a great throw by Trevor. This close to getting to Lawrence. Lawrence fires a laser to Parker Washington, and I think he gets 7, maybe 8 yards here. Oh, Jonathan Cooper was so close. What a catch by Parker Washington. Parker's having a game, dude. Parker Washington is having the game of his life. Without knowing every game that he's played in, I'm comfortable saying that. All right, 3rd and 3. I'm bringing out the high knees. I've been saving up for a big moment. All right, Trevor, you're going down. Throws, complete, and it's a broken tackle. Fuck. Washington breaks another tackle. He's got law. Fucking somebody tackle him. Down at the 10-yard line. If Parker Washington wasn't having the game of his life to a play earlier, he certainly is now. He makes Hufanga miss. He makes somebody else miss. And then, as Riley Moss slips, and it's just off to the races. Locke misses. Singleton misses, but then wiggles around to eventually get him. God dang it. From the 10-yard line. It was a 63-yard gain. Quick pass to Etienne, who breaks a tackle from rookie Jahdae Barron and scores another touchdown. Oh, God. 30-17. The Jags are working the Broncos. The Broncos defense is playing like garbage right now. And Jahdae Barron gets stiff-armed. Ah, damn it. Down 14. 13. Be 14 after this stupid kick. Oh, it's been a while where I've felt like the game was really getting away from the Broncos, but it feels like it's getting away. Broncos, go Broncos from a Bills fan. I don't want to see the Patriots at number 1 in the divisions. listening to you and Tree while cooking crazy games this week. I hope you're making something delicious. Oh, how has Vance Joseph not been fired yet? I think it would be a little. Oh, that's funny. Okay, just got back from Cowboys Stadium watching my Chargers win and seeing the Ponies losing and the Chiefs lose again. Marvelous Sunday. All right, Ace. Thanks for the super chat, Ace. Defense can't save y'all forever, bruh. Well, our offense was pretty good last week. And the defense can be good forever. Should be good every week. The defense should be good. But it's not right now. It's getting torched. I believe in the blood pressure raising fourth quarter. Go Broncos. Yeah, I hope. We got what? 4 minutes left in the third quarter here. Denver's got to score a touchdown on this drive. And then the defense needs to get a stop, which they haven't in the second half yet. Thank you for joining as a member. We got to believe now. We got to believe harder than we have ever believed before. Have all the Jags touchdowns come off drives with major penalties on third down? No, not that last one. Not that last one. Oh, my God. All right, kick is off. Can we get a return, Marvin? I think Marvin Mims is a lot better at punt returns than kick returns. Tackled at the 30, but there's a flag. Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen are in the Epstein files. Put them in jail. Put them in jail right now. Don't let them coach the rest of the third or fourth quarter holding on the Broncos, so this return is coming back. The refs are trying to screw us. I say F the refs. You really want to say it? You can get your coffee at benchwarmershop.com. I'd say the calls have been bad both ways. I think it's even. Perna, what's your thoughts on the Navy? Like in general? Like the military branch, the Navy? I would say necessary. Can we ban high knees? This hurts to watch. Hey, I tried. Handoff here. I think it's Harvey. 4-yard gain. 4-yard gain. We need a touchdown and we need it bad. Fraud alert. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Hyper beam. Fraud alert. The team that's on an 11-game win streak. Down a couple scores to a very good team. Shut your fraud word up. 2nd and 6. Nix looking to throw here. Got time and incomplete. Not a great throw. Throwing off his back foot. I don't know, guys. Looking for Troutman. Trying to get into a window. Dangerous throw, though. He's lucky that something worse didn't happen there. This was the trap game. Jacksonville playing with house money. This was going to be a tough one. We knew that. 3rd and 6. EAGLES. Your win is a fraud. No, it's not. 3rd and 6. Nix fires to Pat Bryant. First down. Almost broke free. But that's a big gain. Needed 6. Think he gets about 12 here. There you go, Pat. There you go, Pat. Well, let's see if the Broncos are really like the Seahawks. Pretty similar setup now to their game on Thursday Night Football. Good luck. Yeah, we'll see here. Got to get a touchdown on this drive. 2:41 left. Nix rolls under pressure. Dumps it off. That's complete. Nice catch. I think that's Troutman. Yeah, that's Troutman. He's going to get 5, maybe 6 there. Thank you for the 20. I don't think fourth quarter magic won't be here. You're right. It will be here. Broncos needed to get humbled. I don't like all this negativity towards my team. You guys need to change your attitude right now. Oh, fuck. We fumble. They fumbled the fucking handoff and the Jags recover. Bo Nix couldn't decide whether he was going to keep it or give it there. And they botched the exchange and the Jags recover. That's probably going to... That's fuck. That's going to be the reason they lose this game. This dumbass handoff. He tries to pull it back out. It's a read option. He should have just given Jaleel the ball. I think he tries to pull it back. Easy recovery for Jacksonville. Now they're going to go in for the kill. They're going for the kill. Can the defense pull their head out? Well, right now, the defense needs to make the biggest play of the game for this team. They dump it off to Etienne. He's got a blocker in front of him. Pretty well played by the Broncos defense, but Etienne gets 5 there. Yeah, I miss Brandon Jones too. Apparently he was the glue that held the entire defense together. Now you got another Jag injured on the play, slow to get up, an offensive lineman. That's Hainsey. Robert Hainsey limping off there. You know, and Jacksonville has been without one of their starting right guard most of the game, and I don't think the Broncos have done enough to generate pressure. Big Jags fan, but I like the Broncos. Either team that wins is fine. This game is great. I wish I could be that nonchalant about this game. 2nd and 5 coming up. Perna, I want to know if you have heard of the rumors about the Jags stealing signs. No, but it feels like they are. Feels like they're cheating right now. Hand it back off, and this is going to go for a no gain, maybe a loss. Etienne on the carry. I know this is late, but I want to say at this point, it's Bo's fault for throwing to Troy Franklin. I think it's Bo's fault on fumbling that handoff. Third and 5. Come on. We need this. It's a quick pass. Parker Washington breaks a tackle. Why can't anybody tackle Parker Washington? And he takes it down to the 5-yard line. Parker Washington continues to have the game of his life. God damn it. This is Riley Moss. It's just a bad tackle by Moss. Moss had 2 great tackles early in this game. The last 2 big Parker Washington plays have been because Moss is whiffing. Please, sir, no more high knees. There's my British accent. What happened, Perna? I go away for like an hour, and this is what I come back to. I'm sharing Seahawks Devil's magic with you. Devil magic, please. We need something. We need something. God dang it, guys. I think the Broncos are going to lose. They're going to lose. It's getting away from us. Need some more trending. Holiday Road. Holiday Road. Oh, trending. Little trending holiday. It's time for some devil magic. 6666666666666. We need something. I think the Jags are about to score another touchdown because this defense is not slowing them down at all. Oh. Can we get 4,000 likes, please? I have a consolation prize for my team that's scaring me. We're at 836,291 subscribers. We've added over 100 new subs. Appreciate it. The Broncos defense has sucked the last few weeks. This is stupid. And it seems the defense has been getting worse every week. I fucking can't. The defense has looked susceptible. Starting with what? The Commanders game, really? They shut the Packers down in the second half. But, Packers lost Micah. It's I think you can handle losing to the Jags, right? You can handle losing your third game of the season after an 11-game win streak to a very talented football team. What you worry about is if this is what the defense is becoming right now. Because the defense was so good, say, for the first half of the season. Now we need the really good defense to show up if we want to be able to believe that this team can go deep into the playoffs. So that's why it's concerning, right? Start of the fourth quarter. 1st and goal from the 5. We need a miracle. We need a pick 6. We need a fumble. That's a good play. They fake the handoff. Trevor Lawrence keeps it, and that is Q Robinson blowing up Lawrence in the backfield. That's a loss of a couple there. Well played by Q Robinson. Holy crap. Nice. Nice, Q. I came in hoping the Broncos could clinch the division. Now I'm hoping we don't choke it away. Yeah, we're all there. 2nd and goal. Come on, get a turnover. Get a turnover. They're highlighting Parker Washington because he has been a nightmare for us. Lawrence looking to throw here. Dumps it off. It's complete. Just a couple there for Jakobi Meyers. Tackled by Jaquan McMillan and Alex Singleton. I don't know what happened to the defense. This is payback for cursing us not once but twice. You thought we forgot what happened 23, Perna? Happened in 2023? Was that in 2023? I don't remember cursing the Jags twice. I would never do that. What would it take this season to dye your hair Chiefs colors? I think we're past that. 3rd and goal. Jags, timeout. 2 timeouts remaining. Oh, I feel nervous in my belly. If we're talking Navy football, couldn't be better. We beat Army, and watching us pull off that win in person was awesome. Fuck the Jags. Fuck the Jags, Colts fan. All right, there you go, Emily. Go Navy football. Game ain't over. Broncos by 3. There you go. There's your prophecy from Fat Surtain. I hope you're right. We need 2 quick touchdowns, though, and we got to figure out how to stop Jacksonville from scoring here. At least holding them to 3. It is 3rd and goal. I would say the game is over, but I saw Seahawks Rams, so I have hope. And the Broncos have won some crazy games this year, all right? Just need a batted down, backward pass, walk-in touchdown to get it back. I'll take that right now. Crowd is loud. Ball is snapped. Lawrence, Hit as he throws. Batted down by Riley Moss. Incomplete. Lawrence took a shot there, too. Big man hit him right up the belly. All right, that's well played by Moss. Thank God. That is DJ Jones got Lawrence. Pulls up on it. Good no call there. Jones was surprised to have a free lane. And then Moss bats this down in the back of the end zone. That was so close. Meyers almost had that. All right, so Jacksonville lining up for a 26-yard field goal. As bad as that is, now we're down by 3 scores. Yeah. But it could have been worse there. All right, we need some crazy. We need something crazy to happen. Duval. Can't believe Broncos losing to 6 turnovers, T-Law. Well, he didn't have 6 turnovers today. He's been pretty safe with the ball lately. You've been watching him. Yeah, you should have rejected that Denver post cover story. But nonetheless, congrats on having your work on YouTube recognized. Now, we're not going to say the post cursed me. Do I smell the return of an old series? I hope not. I hope not. Broncos will win this game. Hashtag go Hawks. I hope so. Come on, Bo. Time for handoff drills all week. Yeah, that fumble crushed us. All right, Broncos bring it out of the end zone, and they get to the 30. That's Tyler Bidet, actually to the 32 there. Abundance on Monday. Jags expose Broncos as frauds. I know one pundit who will say it, and his name rhymes with lick wrong. 31-17 is almost Rams-Hawks territory, and the 4th time for a backwards Hawk tour to tie this one up. Yeah, we just need a quick score. Quick score. Stop. Quick score. Stop. Quick score. Nix under pressure. Escapes. He's going to take off and run. Slides down. Takes a little contact. No flag. 5-yard gain. 13 minutes and 15 seconds left in this ball game. I have to have some happiness watching the Donkeys lose, Minshew and Mahomes, and if Olajuwon gets hurt, it's Noah Gray, and people are cheering. And the people who are cheering, injuries are just sad. R.J. Harvey gets the handoff, left side, got a little bit of room, and gets just 6 to get the first down. He needed 6, and he got 6. Yeah, that's a first. The Bolts are coming, Perna. Remember week 3, Perna. Oh, I remember week 3. Well, I remember. And the Bolts are a scary team, too, because they're figuring out ways to win, even with their shitty O-line. Someone please tell me what the F is going on. 10-4 Jags aren't a trap game any given Sunday. Yeah, that's fair. Playoff team is not a trap game. I agree. Bo Nix got lots of room here. Throws deep. Yes! Yes, it's Troy Franklin making the catch. Taking it down to the 8-yard line here. Oh, God, did we need that? Thank you, Troy Franklin. This ball hung in the air forever. Nix does get it between the defenders. Great grab there by Franklin, and I think he will be down at the 8-yard line. Whew, one of the local sports guys in Jacksonville predicted them to go to 10-7 before the season, and we all laughed him off the TV. Well, that was not if you were excited about Liam Cohen, I could see it. Quick pass here. Pat Bryant breaks the first tackle, and he's going to fight down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. +7 there. We're going 2nd and goal from the 3. Okay, we got a little hope here. Parker, Washington. All right, let's not. Okay. Hi, Perna. Loving my Benchwarmer stuff. Hoping to get a review of F the Refs up soon. Thank you. I'm Big Sippy. Thank you for big sipping on my coffee. All right, come on, Denver. We got to get a touchdown here. We got to take this down to a 10-point ball game. Nix looking to throw. Ball's batted. Incomplete. Ah, dang it. 3rd and goal. Oh, what a tip pass there. Jesus. That's a great play. Looking for Sutton, who was about to break open, too. I think that's a touchdown-saving tip. I was 90 with the tipped pass. Who's that? Nix? Oh, scrambles, and it's in and out of Sutton's hands in the back of the end zone. It would have been a tough catch, but he can't reel it in. Nix had pressure to get around. He does a good job getting that ball to Sutton. It's coming in hot. That's a nice throw by Bo. Just a tiny bit outside. Fuck. Good news is that Bo will be pissed about the fumble and hopefully come back scorched earth. We're going to settle for the field goal here? All right. Well, we need 2 touchdowns and a field goal to tie it. So I guess that's all right. So Emmanuel Ogba, I believe, tipped that pass. That was... I don't think you can drive down that close and not score a touchdown. I just don't think you can do it and win this game. I don't like the negativity towards my team right now. Fumble right after. As a Chiefs fan, I have to root against you, but respect on your season. I hope next year is more competitive for our division. All right. Fair commentary. Guys, the game isn't over yet. It's not. We got 10 minutes to get 14 points and not give up any points. That's the tricky part in this situation. Things are setting up for Week 18, Sunday Night Football, Chargers versus Broncos for the division. Who do the Chargers play next? Thank you for the Super J. We needed a 33-point fourth quarter. We have needed that before. Now we just need a 17-point fourth quarter. But it's harder against a really good team like Jacksonville. The Broncos are no longer a scary football team. They have officially been removed from the contenders list. Okay, Alex, throwing that back in my face, huh, Alex? This sucks. I think we were good. I think the Broncos are still okay. I'm worried about the defense right now, but let's just get through this game and then we'll assess as we move forward. Guys, sorry I'm late, but here to bring some Bears magic. We need all the Bears magic for the Broncos. Enron, Bernie Madoff, Broncos. All right, Chad. Who's got it better than the Broncos? Chargers? Seahawks were down worse with less time left. Come on, Broncos. You can do it. It's not over till it's over. We do know that. P for the D, but got a Jags kidney stone. Can't pass. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not a kidney stone. Last 3 Super Bowl wins, the Broncos have won. They lost 1 of the final 3 games. Okay. So we have to lose this game is what you're saying. All right, Jags taking it out to the 20, to the 30, tackled at the 34. Weird headstand after the play there by the Jag. It's a 2-score game. That means very little this season. I'm pulling for the Broncos, even though I say go Birds. Said it weeks ago. Washington exposed the defense, must adapt. This is what you get for cursing the Packers. No. I believe in Fat Surtain's prophecy. I hope so. We need a defense to get a stop, a turnover, a 3-and-out, something here. Lawrence rolling to his right, and it's dropped by Britton Strange. Incomplete. Would have been about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 10. Clock stops. Tuning in from the Wind River to cheer my majestic orange war ponies, but here's a Turtle Island fight chant I made for Denver sports team, especially for Broncos. Thank you. Skoden. I'd say the game is over too, but I'm a Packers fan, so I know better. All right, 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw here. Got great protection. Goes deep over the middle. Looking for Washington. Can't haul it in. Oh, he almost made a one-handed grab there, but I think Lawrence, does he overthrow him just a bit? And Washington was wide open too. And he burns Pat Surtain. That could have been a one-handed grab there. Surtain fell down. He got shaken out of his boots. Oh, that's a miss by Lawrence by maybe this much. Sko Denver. Sko Buffs. Skull Denver. 33 from the 33. 3rd and 10. Lawrence under pressure. Goes down. Got him. John Franklin Meyers. Oh, I don't know if this will be credited as a sack. Kind of depends on where Trevor's lengthy body has the ball landing there, but I'm going to call it a sack right now. Needed this 3-and-out bad. Needed that shit bad. All right, there we go. We got a little hope. We got a little fight in us. Oh, okay. Got 9:50 left in the game. Jags are letting it run down as far as they can before punting. Punt is off. Another deep one. Going to be caught at the 12. Got a return here from Mims. But well played by Jacksonville. No, yep. Well played. Mims almost broke it, but there's a bunch of Jags there. I got excited. I think he got basically to the 19, but might have lost a couple. We'll see where they spot that. Okay. No, they just tolerate my insanity. I'm downstairs, so my screaming's muffled. Sko Denver. Down 3 scores in the 4th. Got him right where we want him. We'll see. Don't take it personally, Perna, but this may be the kick to the shins the Broncos needed before the playoffs. Jaguars woke up after that Texans game. Skoden. Studis. Skodins do this. Get Nick some help out there. Just need a touchdown. We need a defensive touchdown. That'd be nice too. I'll take that. Offensive touchdown here, then a defensive touchdown. Then we got a real ball game. Thank you for joining as a member. I really want a Seahawks versus Broncos Super Bowl. Yeah, I just want the Broncos to get to the Super Bowl, but I'll take that matchup. Still hoping for a double white corner interception week. I don't think the world could handle that. I don't think our minds collectively could handle that. Who the F is Perna? Well, we haven't played it. Maybe this is our good luck clip.
Perna raid. Who the fuck is Perna?
I am. Jags are accidentally winning this game. I don't know about accident. I just think they're good. Got my own Xmas present, dirty sea chicken shirt. Well, thanks for ordering that from Benchwarmer shop. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy. I really like the design on that one. I think Rachel did a great job. As a Chicago native living in Jacksonville as a A Bears fan versus Jag Super Bowl would be amazing. Love ya, Perna. Keep the good shit coming. That could be a fun Super Bowl. Bears, Jags. Fans send 79 Mile High Magic on the way. I hope so. Sad Montana Grizz fan checking in. I'm glad to see you're not having a great time either. Misery loves company. Misery does. Let's start to have a good time now. Let's do this. How quickly Denver fourth quarter magic has been forgotten. The game just started. We'll see. We'll see. I do believe the odds are good that the goods are odd. Remember, Jag equals just a guy. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We're down 14. We got 9.5 minutes left in this game. We're starting at the 19. So they did give him his forward progress there. Nix, play action. Throws to Harvey, who makes a man miss. And he's got run to move. He's got run. Oh, fuck. He's got room to run. He's got room to run down the sideline. Pushed out around the 50-yard line. My fucking head just exploded. Okay. We've got maybe some life here. Merry Christmas to all but the refs. That was the worst play call in the history of anyone who's ever tried to call a play live. I apologize. Okay. What do we got? Nix throws to Harvey again, lowers his shoulder, going to take the Jags for a ride there and pick up 8. Blow Dix is going to blow it and lose the AFC West. Okay, we'll see. Thank you for joining as a member. And thank you guys who stuck around after what was the dumbest play call I've ever done in my life. That's the worst by anybody. I can no longer talk shit about Tom Brady as an announcer. I am far, far below. Nix looking for Ingram. Throws incomplete. On 2nd and 2. 8:17 left in the game. 3rd and 2 coming up. Okay. We got 9,000 in here. Don't forget to like the stream while we're here. 90 away from 4,000 likes. Also, subscribe if you're new to this YouTube channel. Big 3rd and 2 for the Broncos right now. Oh, God. This is 4 down territory, but we got to get this. Nix looking to throw. Shovels it away to avoid the sack. Incomplete. 4th and 2. You know, knowing you're probably in 4 down territory, I think I would like the Broncos to run the ball there. Oh, God. Just hand it off. Ben Powers, who I didn't even realize was back this week. It was Walker. Trayvon Walker gets around Ben Powers there to kind of blow up that play. Now it's 4th and 2. Oh, God. This is probably the game. If we don't convert here, this game's probably over. Oh, fuck, we false start. And then Nix throws an interception. They didn't throw a flag for the false start. They should have blown that play dead. And instead, Nix throws an interception. I'm pretty sure the Broncos jumped, and I'm pretty sure this play should have been blown dead, and I'm pretty sure we shouldn't have thrown an interception there. What a fucking terrible throw. What a terrible play. Looking for Pat Bryant, who's just, I don't know why. He's covered. He's covered the whole time. And Nix just stares him down. Yeah, Nix can't throw that football. That's as bad of an interception as you can have in that situation. God damn it. They're going to hand it off to Etienne. He's going to get no yards. And then another Jag goes down, slow to get up. That's Brenton Strange. Oh, what a terrible pick. I mean, if you don't convert the fourth down there, right? Like, they get the ball anyway. So The interception's not as bad as I might have made it sound a second ago. But was there another option? Was there another option anywhere in the field there? You got to run it on 3rd and 2, Sean. There, try a little end around here. And no gain. Yeah. All right, 3rd and 8. Still time, I guess. 6:50. Jacksonville going to throw here. Best thing that can happen besides the turnover is an incomplete pass to stop the clock. Lawrence rolling out of pressure, rolling, looking downfield, and I think he got the fucking first down. Yeah, he did. He picked it up. Yeah. That's gonna end it. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of time after this, but you had to get a 3 and out there. They're just play it safe, just hand it off, eat the clock. They're not gonna do anything stupid here. You gotta force a fumble. Oh, Scully hell, that comic book Bo Nix is dreamy. Am I right, guys? Emeka Egg Big Boo. That doesn't even bring me joy right now.
Emeka and Big Boo. Emeka and Big Boo. Emeka and Big Boo. Emeka and Big Boo. Emeka and Big Boo.
Miracle. Can we have any sort of miracle? I don't think we will. Trevor Lawrence is going to run, but he's sacked. I think he's sacked. 3rd down. 5 minutes left in the game. Sending you some Prize Picks winnings. Congrats. Hit a 40-1 pick 6. It was a real honor to see you have your Big Boo moment. Good that's sports. Good that's sports. Where is my play? Travis Etienne is currently 10.5 yards away from me hitting my active Prize Picks play. And I don't want him to hit it. Jag's going to take a timeout here. 4:25 left on the clock. It is 3rd and 6. Don't forget to sign up at Prize Picks. Every 200 signups, big bonus for this channel. Grossi, Perna, Scooter all took a hit this week. Yeah. This is not quite over, but it's over. We'll just suffer together. John Carpenter's The Thing is not a Christmas movie because winter in Antarctica is during the spring months, but it's okay to watch it during Christmas. This is what you get for putting the Rams at 2 instead of 1 and letting them get cursed. That's not how it works. It's not how this works. The Jags do have a history of beating Denver in Denver. 3rd and 6. Lawrence tries to dump it off to Etienne, but it's incomplete. So, despite all that bullshit, Lawrence a little slow to get up. We do have 3 timeouts. Bonitto hit Lawrence there after the throw. Good hit. But Lawrence a little slow. He's grabbing his ankle. So 4th and 6. They're going to punt here. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Cook's been blasting these punts, though. All right, touchback. That'll work. Okay, so quick touchdown here. We got to score before the 2-minute warning. All right, there's 4:14 left in this game, but we got to score. We have 2 minutes to score, basically, because we got to get a stop. We're going to need our timeouts. That's the only way. We've been due for a game like this for a while. That is true. Sometimes you just got to get it out of your system, right? Can still clinch 1 seed. Chiefs are rolling over, and Bo will get his revenge against Herbert. Who do the Chargers play next week? Who do they play next week? All right, first down here. Oh, Chargers got Texans. Okay. Nix, ball is high and in and out of Evan Ingram's hands. 2nd and 10. Ball was up in the air. Glad nobody could pick it. Guess I'm fired as a good luck charm. Yeah, Drew, what the hell, man? What the hell, Drew? Well, it's not over yet, Drew. Believe in yourself, Drew. Positive words for yourself, Drew. Say you're the good luck charm. All right, from the 20, 2nd and 10, 4:10 left on the clock. Nix dumps it off over the middle to Ingram, who gets like 3 yards. Down in the 4th, we got him right where we want him. I don't know. 3 yards over the middle of the field in a hurry-up situation doesn't really feel like we got him where we want him. Enjoying the Jags being good. Happens once a decade. I think they're going to be good for a while with Liam Cohen. All right, Nix looking to throw here. Good protection. Deep over the middle. Caught. First down. Thank God. Courtland Sutton. And there is a Jaguar down right now. I think they're going to call a timeout, an injury timeout. Big Perna, wish my Ravens good luck. Good luck, Ravens. That's Monteric Brown down. The 6-foot corner. I don't know what happened here. It's coming over. He's just going to make the tackle, and he initiates the contact. He hits with his shoulder. Oh, I think his shoulder gets caught when he tries to make that hit. That's probably a shoulder injury, collarbone. I don't know. He's slow to get up. He caught that awkward. Hope he's all right. He's walking. All right. NFL needed the Jags to win this game to make the final 2 weeks have meaning. Refs made sure it happened. So many holds not called, plus Bo sucks. Outside of those 2 really dumb personal fouls, I don't think this game's actually been that poorly officiated. 1st and 10. Nix avoids pressure, scrambling, throws, got a man. That's Sutton, catches it at the 45-yard line, cross midfield, 3:09 left. Broncos moving. Will they be grooving? So you're telling me there's a chance. I am. Is Bonitto still on the team? He's been quiet. Well, he had a hit that last series. No sacks today. Nix, great protection, complete. Troy Franklin, I think it's going to be a 9-yard pickup. 2:46 on the clock. God, we got to score before the 2-minute warning. We got to. Back of the line of scrimmage. Come on. We still have 3 timeouts. Come on. 2:30. Snap is off. Nick's going to take a shot over the middle. Incomplete. Not the worst thing. Need that clock to stop. I think the Jags are getting a little tired. And now Lewis is down. I'm okay with this loss because my Perna addiction will just get stronger. Did we break 4,000 likes? Oh, yeah, we got 4,222 likes. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Added over 150 subs. We're at 322, 836, 322. Is Lewis cramping up? Is that what's happening? Are they just buying themselves some time here? Not sure. At least we can avoid the 15-win curse. Look on the bright side. The new worst game? That's not a bright side for me anymore. I'm doing just fine without the new worst game. Okay? I'm doing just fine without it. Yeah, thank you. I do try to promote it responsibly because I don't want anybody playing who doesn't want to play, doesn't have the money to play, and obviously anybody who knows they would have an issue playing responsibly. Same way, if I ever work with an alcohol brand, I don't want somebody that has a drinking problem getting the alcohol. But thank you for saying that. Nix on 3rd and 3, under pressure, rolls, and throws it away. Fuck! It's 4th and 3 now. And Prize Picks very generously donated $14,000 to our charity fundraiser that we are doing Christmas night during the Broncos-Chiefs game. So I'll be live streaming that game. We'll be raising money for Solving Kids Cancer. It's a great charity, an important charity, and Prize Picks really stepped up. Right now, Bo Nix, he had nowhere to go with this throw. So throwing it away here is the only decision. Oh, fuck, oh my God, he stepped out of bounds before letting go of the football. He stepped out of bounds on 3rd and 3. So now it's what? 4th and what? Like 4th and 13? What the fuck was that? That is a sad play. All right, 4th and 11. We need something. Nix chucks it. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Greg Newsome was the only guy there to catch it anyway. Dumb play. Oh. Yeah, they played Sutton. They covered Sutton, and that's where the Broncos were going to try and go. Game's over now. No miracle now. This game is cooked. It's done. It's finito. We'll see. I mean, now we just got to win out. We got to beat the Chiefs on Christmas. It'll be against their 3rd-string QB. I'm fine with that. I think they'll win that game. And then Chargers Broncos to close it out. That's going to be wild. Oh, wow, the turntables. That's what you get for cursing the Rams and also Grassi and the Packers. That's not what I get. Etienne on the carry. Flag on the play. Going to be holding on the Jags. Second and 9 coming up for the Jags. Denver going to decline the penalty, I think. Now, if Etienne could get me like 11 yards, at least I'll hit my Prize Picks play. I'm not somebody who believes the Broncos can get a stop here, then score quickly, and then get an onside kick, and then score quickly again. Etienne bounces it outside, and I think he gets 12 yards here. So, yay, I won some money. Some money that means nothing to me because my team lost. Told you I'd bring Bears magic. I don't know if I did, but with the Super Chats this far behind, I'll have to take my chances. It's still 34-20. It's still 34-20. Yeah. I was at Jerry World. You're saying you're so far behind that your magic's going to work and that this is not the final score? I like it. I like it. I was at Jerry World and watching my Chargers whoop they ass was wonderful. Jags, Texans are dangerous for sure. Liked this stream better when there were no haters. Yeah, a lot of haters today. $100 super chat. Oh my God, thank you, Dark Warrior. Go Broncos, you can do it. I don't think they can.
Johnny John John! Woo!
Thank you, though. I like the optimism. Perna, you're the best. I'm hoping for a repeat of Super Bowl 48. I'll take the repeat matchup, different results. It's the most Detroit Lions thing to play elite football for 2.5 seasons to get my hopes up and then some come crashing back to mediocrity. Can we get a Lions I'm dying inside shirt for our cursed hopes? Did they lose? The Steelers beat the Lions? Oh my God. It's not quite over yet, Detroit. Houston struggling against the Raiders, though. Jags, the most convincing win. Oh, maybe we can do more I'm dying. She Riley on my moss till I DPI. I know a certain team that was down by 16 in the fourth quarter and worked out pretty well. Yeah, I think all the crazy games have happened. All the crazy finishes have been used up. Chargers coming for that division. Okay. This is a curse from the Rams for losing to the Sea Chickens. It's not how it works, guys. Remember to blame Gino for this game. I will blame you, Gino. You son of a gun. If the Patriots win tonight, if and then win out, wouldn't Week 18 determine the 1 seed? Yes, it would. It really would. The battle, well, it kind of depends on what happens next week, but the battle for the West season finale. Jags hand back off to Etienne. He's going to pick up a couple more there. On a positive note, the Chiefs got spanked by the Titans. Yeah, but they were already done. That one doesn't feel as nice. If you can find it, I predicted Jags 34, Broncos 21 on the GPS pick video. Damn, I wish I was a betting man. That's an insane pick and very accurate. All hail to the curse wheel from a very happy Seahawks fan from Germany. Stop accusing me of overthrowing the ball. I've placed everything exactly where I wanted. The pick is the receiver's fault for being too slow. Sure. Fair, Bo Nix. Fair, Bo Nix. As a Jags fan, this was a hell of a game by the Jags. Not sure I want to see Denver again in the playoffs, but if it happens, it should be a banger. Yeah, I think you guys just outplayed us start to finish, really. I don't want to play the Jags again. I'll say that now. Sorry, I'm late, Perna. I would say good luck to the Broncos, but it's too late. Well, at least you tried, Guillermo. Your Raiders are hanging in there today. If you play Russian roulette long enough, you're going to find the bullet. Trust me, I know this all too well from the 2020 Seahawks. Oh, this is a wake-up call for the team. Denver's bound to have one of these types of games. Win or lose, I still trust this team. Yeah, it's going to be how they respond to this game, you know? It's going to be all about how they respond. We do look mortal, though. The Broncos look mortal. This is a wake-up. Reddit. Lions game might still have a crazy ending in it. Oh, they definitely could. We getting shucked tonight. I still haven't listened to that. I got to listen to that. On the bright side, we got a great clip of DK Metcalf clocking a Lions fan in the face this week. That is true. That did happen. At least the Avalanche are winning right now. Go Avs. Another $50 super chat. Max, the shih tzu didn't come through in this time. Max the Shih Tzu didn't come through this game. Maybe he's waiting for the playoffs. Go Broncos. All right, 4th and 5. Jags going to punt here, but it's all but over, right? Tank for Mendoza. Go Jets. How sad that you can no longer watch your Broncos with friends anymore and only alone with the internet. What's that like? It's my job. It's my job. I like watching it with you guys. Honestly, I get too emotionally invested. I don't really like being around people when I watch the Broncos. We are overdue for worst game ever. This time, Jags sweep the AFC West. Damn, did they? Jags swept the West, huh? Congrats, Jacksonville. I survived a roller coaster when my seat did not click. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm glad you're okay. How are you liking this Denver playoffs preview? We'll see. I don't like it right now. I hate it. Fucking hate it. 1st and 10. Nix from his own end zone. Can't connect with Troy Franklin. Last Broncos loss was exactly 3 months ago today. Time to take care of the division rivals next and stamp the 1 seed. Jags earned this one. Yes, Jacksonville did. I was hoping for the Broncos to close this out. I'm still holding slim hope to wear Manny Ramirez jersey 66 in the Super Bowl rematch. There you go. There you go. He snapped it over Payton's head, right? Throw it to Pat Bryant here on 2nd and 10, and Bryant gets 4 or 5 yards. Doesn't matter. No. Perna is my pappy. Hello, son. It's over, but I would have been more afraid if we go unbeaten into the playoffs. I kind of would too. Hopefully we figure out what's going on. Defense, yes. Good game, Jags. Yeah, Broncos got to figure out their defense for sure. 3rd and 6 here. Nix complete for a first down if the catch is a catch. Jags are saying it's not, but I don't trust the defense. Call me crazy. 47 seconds. Denver back at the line. They do give him the reception. Bo rolls to his right. Can we get a garbage time touchdown? Oh, no. Instead, we throw a hospital ball to Pat Bryant, who takes a shot, and he's hurt. There's a flag on the play, so that's probably going to be a 15-yard penalty. But this is a completely senseless injury to Pat Bryant in this situation. He got absolutely rocked there. And the refs pick up the flag, too. They say no contact in the head or neck area. And now Pat Bryant still down. Got multiple trainers around him. Yeah, it was a good hard hit. I don't know how they picked that flag up and kept that one out earlier, but Pat Bryant's still down. So there's nothing really to gain here for the Broncos. They throw a high ball that Bryant has to stretch out for, can't defend himself, takes a shot in a part of the game where the Broncos have nothing to gain. They're playing for pride, I guess, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And now One of your important receivers is hurt, and the injury looks like it could be pretty bad. So an unfortunate and just pretty avoidable situation for the Broncos. What a stupid into-game management by Sean Payton. Just fucking hand off the ball and get out of there. You're not winning. And now you injured one of your players. God damn it. It's over, but I would have been more... Okay, I already read that. Something I don't look forward to is how much the media will shit on us this week. Yeah, for 11 weeks, we were good. We'll take our lumps this week, and it'll be a short week, so we get to redeem ourselves on Thursday, on Christmas, the day Santa Claus birthed Bo Nix. Liam Cohen, my number one pick for Coach of the Year after this. Jags own the AFC West and are on top of the AFC South. Jags are good. Jags are good. Jags might win the Super Bowl. They are playing competitive football. We'll see how those play. That playoff seeding in the AFC is going to be monumental. Haven't had a worse plus game in a while. Guess we're overdue. Save the, but not for me, for the playoffs. Yeah, we'll save it for then. We'll save it for then. Oh, now we just got to see if Pat Bryant's okay. You know, he missed a little time with I think it was a hamstring injury. Oh, my God. He's still down. They're bringing out the stretcher. That's not a good sign. Hopefully this is mostly precautionary. You know, he took a shot. It's maybe a concussion. Hopefully there's not some sort of neck injury, but we'll see. Bo Nix is mad at himself for throwing that ball to Pat. Just basically the worst way you could end an already bad game. We're going to get a thumbs up. Can he move his hands? You want to see that here. You want to make sure he has feeling. I don't see him giving a thumbs up, though. That's not good. Yeah, he didn't give a thumbs up. Holy fuck. I hope Pat Bryant's all right. He's having a very solid season for the Broncos. You know, unfortunate you see that. Whole stadium is yelling, "Ref, you suck. Ref, you suck." Weird one to pick up the flag from, right? Bo Nix doesn't use drying machine. I think he just hangs laundry out to dry like his receivers. Sorry for the loss, Perna. Thanks for the stream. Dumps it off to Tyler Bidet here. And he's tackled after getting a couple. And I think they're just going to let this run out now. Everybody just wants to get the fuck out of there. There's going to be a depressing GPS. Yeah, I'll try to keep it light. I'll try to keep it light tomorrow. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for watching along with me today. Appreciate it. Great game, Jacksonville. You are legit. Outplayed Denver. 4 quarters. Broncos got worked. Let's hope they learn from this. Let's hope they fix their mistakes. And if we see Jacksonville in the playoffs again, God help us all. Let's hope Pat Bryant's all right, too. All right. See you guys later. Good night. Good luck. God bless.